Okay.
The 2026 NEBA season is brought to you by Storm, Roto Grip, and 900 Global Bowling. We would like to recognize the additional sponsors who make these events possible. Tired of guessing how you're really performing on the lanes? Take control of your game with Tournament Sense, the ultimate companion for tournament bowlers. From tracking every frame to managing financials, it's time to stop playing and start dominating. Download Tournament Sense on the App Store or Google Play today. DJBT is a competitive tournament series built for youth bowlers, with adult participation on challenging sport patterns. A PBA junior affiliate and youth athletes can earn junior gold qualifying spots. KR Strikeforce. For those who have a choice, go with the most trusted name in bowling. KR Strikeforce. Cambridge Credit Counseling is your destination for debt relief services. Visit cambridgecredit.org to learn how they can help you with credit card debt, student loan repayment options, and mortgage relief services. NEBA's longest-running sponsor, Buddy's Pro Shop, offers high-quality professional services at the best prices in the industry delivered to your front door. Visit buddysproshop.com today. Bloomfield Electric, providing service, design, and installation since 1926. Jeff Barden and his staff offer fantastic bowling facilities at Yankee Lanes Keene and Yankee Lanes Manchester. Visit them on Facebook, Twitter, and their tournament Facebook page. Northeastern Bowling Championships. Ace Mitchell Bowlers. Mart is the largest bowling distributor in the world. Dexter, the #1 bowling shoe in the world. Staying ahead with innovative technology is how we build shoes for every style of bowling. Follow on Facebook and Instagram at Dexter Bowling. Better Bowling Concepts, specializing in customer service and providing customers the best ball motion possible. East Coast Sports Investors, your leading source of sports information, many styles of bowling. Keep styling on them. Turbo Grips, driven to bowl. For more information on products and services, you can visit turbogrips.com or visit your local pro shop today. Taking bowling and business and marketing their products and services in a modern way, Major Bowling offers quality services and coaching regardless of skill level. Here to help you look great while you enjoy the most participated sport in America. Discover unique bowling shirts and jerseys at iambowling.com and use code NEBA for 25% off. Better feel, better control, better performance. Jopo grips are changing the game with their easy twist system and unmatched consistency. Make the change today and feel the difference immediately. Jopo grips, trust it, love it, and just twist it. Located inside Norwich Bowling and Entertainment Center, Ideal Bowling Concepts is your one-stop shop for all your bowling needs. Leah Cars, the brand of cars for the bowling community. Bullwinkle's Pro Shop, Attack the Rack. We would also like to thank Tony and Suzanne Renaud. Island Bowling Supply, The House Bowling, Tech Vision, Northeast Megabucks, Grog Monster Sports, and Pinwheel.us. Thank you for tuning in. Now remember to like and share and enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome to the 2026 Ace Mitchell Doubles presented by Yankee Lanes Keene. I want to thank the generous staff of Jeff Barden and Keith Coll here at Yankee Lanes in Keene. One of their two locations, also have a Yankee Lanes in Manchester. Very well-run event so far. Sean Buck joined here with my left-hand man, Jesse Gibson, who is just off the camera.
Off in the corner.
He's over here. We got a nice big table. I mean,
Yeah, we did.
I don't know if I smell that bad, you know.
Maybe a little bit. I mean, we do share a room. We both need showers after this.
Yes. And we're both going to stop at CVS to get some shampoo. We have the round of 8 going right now. We had 16 teams make the finals.
Well, we did have some high scores today. There was plenty of low scores, where the cut numbers really weren't that high. I mean, we were in the 30s, I think, for one of the cuts. The second squad cut was 5.
Yes, yes. At-large cut was dead even.
Yeah.
When was the last time an at-large cut for NEBA was dead even?
I don't know, but I was your boy grabbing that at-large cut. Dead even. Me and my partner needed the first one in the 10th each, and we both got it. And we didn't know that we needed it, obviously, but you always think you need all of them, right?
Oh, of course.
Especially when you're on the bubble, you're like, in the back six, I need the back six.
Oh, 100%. Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about what we were bowling on today, and as well as the characteristics of the center and how that made things play.
No, absolutely, Jeff. The bowling on the 2024 SYC Louisiana long pattern. So, again, NEBA is adapting to the change of bowlers and using another SYC pattern, which I think is a great idea because these SYC patterns are created by John Janowitz down at Kegel. And John Janowitz is an absolute legend when it comes to making patterns.
Or anything in bowling.
Yes, he's just the go.
Yeah.
So this pattern is 45 feet long with a ratio of 3.29 to 1. So on paper, it seems scoreable, but like me and Jesse just mentioned, it was honestly anything but compared to what we usually see at NEBA.
It seems scoreable, and it seems like it's supposed to be a little tighter, and it wasn't either of those things for the most part. Now, there were certain instances that you would get into where you're kind of blowing to the back part of the pattern, but the characteristics of the center make longer patterns, or any pattern really, because it hooks so early, even the front part of the lane, the middle part of the lane, all of this, a lot of hook front to back, and finding a way to manage that on 45 feet and still get the shape the right way, because I got to tell you, when we bowled the fresh both times today for the second one,
yes.
A little atypical for what we do here, but on the fresh at one point, I know on lane 23, I was almost crossing 25 by the end of the first game.
Oh my goodness!
Kept flying, and this once again 45 feet, 30 mils, a little flatter pattern.
Yeah.
So that just tells you how important the characteristics of a bowling center is, and pair to pair, it is to scoring and like making the patterns match up.
Yeah, I mean. The biggest factor that I saw, again, was, like you just mentioned, the fact that we're bowling on 45 feet, but it feels like 35 feet with 10 feet of bump.
Yeah.
It's like your ball just wants to grab the lane so early, and that's why you see we're on game, I guess you could say, yeah, we'll say game 5. I was going to say game 6 because 2 teams bowled on each pair in the first round, but we'll say game 5. And Jay Johnson, on the right side of your screen, and his bowling with Tommy Cumberland right there. But Jay was telling me that in practice, he threw 4 shots, and his ball did not get right up the head pin in those 4 shots.
Super tough. Like I said, it was 45 feet. You would expect to have hold up the lane, and there was very few times I felt like today where I had not just a little bit of hole, but the right kind of hole.
Exactly. Yep.
So many 4 pins that you would think were going to push just a little bit, and they never did.
Exactly.
Or you think one's going to push, and there's so many like big 4s, 5 counts, whatever, a lot of good things.
4 9s, yeah.
Sure. So many 4 9s that we saw today.
100%.
But on the reverse side of that, once again, to go back to saying how it's easy to blow through the back part of the pattern, still have more control in the middle part of the lane, there was a lot of 3 counts that I've seen. I've seen so many 3 counts.
3 counts, 2 counts, 4 counts, and not the 4th in the middle.
Sure.
A lot of balls slamming the 6 spin. Yeah. But we'll take you through our first round. The cut was actually 2 under to move on. So we are using an eliminator style format. So top half of the field does move on to the next round. So yes, you see Jay and Tommy bowling Jalen and Lee. Is it Lee? Yeah, Lee. Quadarius, yeah. I could not remember his name.
Just call him Q.
Q. Perfect. There we go. So you see how, team of Cumlin and Johnson are bowling Jalen and Q. They're not bowling each other in a sense. They're bowling the whole entire field.
Very important to keep that in mind because we're so used to these head-to-head match plays and you're watching the guy score right here and you start to get a little caught up sometimes if your opponent on your pair is outscoring you by 20 pins and you're like trying to rush to catch up.
Either outscoring or even like bowling really bad because you're like, oh, well, I don't score you anymore.
Sure.
But then you fall behind.
Yeah, especially when we were a little bit more spread out. You're not obviously able to right now it's a little tighter, especially if you're a little carry, you kind of look left and right and have an idea.
Yeah.
But by the time it feels like by the time you have the idea, the scores have changed again. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Catch up. So even Jay said right out of the gate, we were about halfway through, and he's like, the cut's almost always even. And then I think we were in the 8th frame. I was pretty close. And I just took the walk out through, and I walked back out. I was like, he's right. It's going to be right out even.
Yeah.
And sure enough, it's -2. So
exactly.
Big fan of touchy patterns like this. I know some of our competitors shy away from this type of stuff, and I feel like, if anything, this is what we breed.
This is exactly.
So you have such high-level competition here, and this is how we're getting to that point with all of our bowlers competing on patterns like this. It makes you think. we're in such a different game, a different era of the game now, where we have to control these very, very strong balls on almost all the surfaces we ball on anymore are ancient, and just all hooking somewhere they shouldn't be hooking.
Exactly.
And, so if we just breed different people out here, I think our youth bowlers shine on that more than anything. And even I think the East Coast team, at whatever event was at the Junior Bowl, they absolutely crushed them. I think
Yeah,
we've
had very very good Northeast and New England teams represent out at Junior Bowl. But something you just touched on before was the junior bowler aspect of NEBA. And I was talking to Justin before the 1230 squad, and I was like, there's so many collegiate bowlers or youth bowlers that just went adult, as there's a great conversion of the 6-7 by Aaron Major. Wow, you can't make the memes any better than that.
Strike any can spare.
Yeah, but I mean, going back to the amount of junior, I say junior as in probably 25 and under, still in college.
Sure.
So college and under bowlers, there's a vicious 4.9 for Jay. Just talked about it.
It's so funny, not to just sway away from this, how we were talking with Jay that he couldn't keep it on the left side or right side of the hip pin, and he started out first.
He was getting into it too. He was loving every minute of it.
Sure.
But it was great to see, the younger generation of NEBA start to blossom, because I joined NEBA and I was one of few that were my age when I started. And now to see, collegiate teammate Bendero down over on 5 and 6, I want to say. He's phenomenal. He's blossomed into such a phenomenal bowler. But even, Henry Hecht of Stony Brook and his teammate Charlie. I know that we saw Nate and Zach DeMello, older and younger brother, who made the cut today. So that younger generation is really just blossoming through, and it's really great to see. But you also see that they're able to compete. Jay gets a bit too much of that 4-pin. They're able to compete on a pattern that's still very tricky. And the cut wasn't 140 over where it was very scoreable. This was a very challenging pattern, and to see the younger generation be able to, combat, the tough conditions.
Shout out to college bowling for going on that. Amazing players, and it's only becoming more often that you see these almost already type players coming out with such solid physical games, and not only that, but really good spare shooting too. And that's same thing with mental game. That's another thing.
That's the number one thing that is preached in college is spare shooting. Exactly. If it's not, there's something going on. But I'll tell you that spare shooting is the number one thing that kept me in the lineup this past season. I didn't strike a whole lot. I definitely split a bunch, but I could make a spare.
Yeah, filling frames crazy important, especially once you get in that Baker format.
Oh my goodness, the frames become that much more important.
Sure. Speaking of Baker competition, we're actually going to be having our own tournament with Baker involved. It's going to be at
Old Mountain. Yes. Old Mountain Lanes. I want to say there's still spots available.
There's probably still spots available, but I can promise you they're not going to last very long.
No.
Tons of interest in this, and a lot of guys that we don't even see compete in NEBA regularly. They're going to be coming out and putting teams together. There are some stipulations, obviously, same as we have with all of our team events, titles, that type of thing. So, but anyway, it's going to be a great event. If you have a chance to connect with somebody who wants to put you on their team, by all means, come out and do it. I think it's going to be a sold-out event. I feel like it's going to be a lot of fun. Team bowling in general, especially Baker bowling, it's a whole nother level of just excitement and energy. That's what I'm about. That's
100%.
College bowling is so great. I wish the sport found a way to.
And that they tried it with the PBA league, and then the Battle of the Brands and all that. I was a bigger fan of the PBA league, because then you got to see guys who you had teams where all 5 players threw different pieces of equipment, and you could really see, okay, well, they're all playing lanes this way, so that's actually how you understand the different brands of equipment better, because okay, well, this ball is comparable to this ball, and so on. But speaking of that big team event, big payouts as well.
Right. I actually, you might know more about this than I do.
It's
I know we didn't have anything added in yet.
I want to. I don't know if it's added in, but I do want to say that a team event is gonna pay out. I would assume pretty good.
Somebody's definitely gonna jump in on that.
Oh, 100%.
I know I Am Bowling is our current sponsor, so shout out to I Am Bowling. If you need one of those jerseys, feel free to head over to I Am Bowling.
If you get a chance to see Bendero, you got to see this guy's jersey. He is probably the biggest representative of I Am Bowling I've ever seen.
Yeah,
it's my favorite jersey that he wears. And it just says I Am Bowling all over the front.
Well, let me tell you, if you go to I Am Bowling and you are looking to get a jersey, use code NEBA. You can get up to 25% off 25% off these jerseys. Let's say it's $100, $25 you can save. Come on.
Very
And,
good.
they picked great. I got to work with one of the guys there to make my custom Jopo jerseys, and I couldn't be happier. Very, very breathable, very light. Couldn't have better things to say about it.
Speaking of money added, Jeff Barden and Yankee Lanes added $1,000 to this event, and we can wholeheartedly say that the winners of this event will each walk away with $1,450.
That's a sold out event too, so we want to shout out to everybody who did come out and make sure this event sells out. It pretty much does every year. Fort Bear at least pushes the limit, just because the less squads and people make a big weekend out of it, because there's also the golf outing. That's the Ace Mitchell helps sponsor as well.
Yep.
And it's a great time the entire weekend. We also have a singles event tomorrow, so if you guys are in the area, there are a couple spots left for the 1 p.m. 9 a.m. completely shut out. A couple spots in for the 1 p.m. But you want to make sure that you get here prior to that. Contact Justin House, because their spots are going to be.
Thank you.
Talking about some of our players.
Yeah, I was going to mention who we actually have bowling. As you've seen, Jay Johnson, Tommy Cumlin, Jones Scott Jones, and Q Lee, as we'll call him. Gary Haynes, Masters champion, made the trip up here. Bowling with, let me see, James Marinelli. You got a couple Stony Brook fellas, Henry Hecht and Charlie Vermeulen. Hope I said that right.
Powerhouse team of Max Macklin and Aaron Major. The team
Yeah,
almost seemed
right.
like a cheat code.
Yeah. As actually, I think I've seen 3 open frames from them so far.
Not very typical. They're usually on the strike train, if anything. I don't necessarily know about the fill frame match.
Oh,
Max and Aaron, top-notch bowlers. Aaron currently leading our Bowler of the Year points, not only for NEBA, he's also leading the East region.
He's just double dipping in everything.
Yeah, my man is a phenomenal bowler, and he's going to take advantage of the regionals as long as he can.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching, we are in talks, because you did hear the news about the regional issue, where they're going to be going back down to just 3 events on the entire East Coast. We're going to be taking advantage of that, and we're going to find a way to get you guys high-level competitive bowling, at very least, and find a way to shift this a little bit further west, give you guys more opportunities to bowl. We know it stinks that they take those things away, and it all seems more like a business decision than an organizational decision.
Exactly. Yeah.
Continue. We're here for the bowlers. That's all I know.
Continue with the bowlers. Bill Webb and Frank Bowler signed to team up.
Another kind of powerhouse team.
That
Bill has his own 22-time
Yeah.
champion.
You can see it kind of in the center of your screen, right where Gary is. Webb, 22-time champion, 3rd all-time, right behind Michael Steen and Alex Aguiar as Frank's.
He continues to be super competitive every single year. He's always in the top.
And it's crazy too, because he was having a couple of health issues, but he still was still really competitive. So that just speaks volumes to the type of person who Bill Webb is, the personality, what he preaches, as well as her.
And I do want to just shout out to Jeff again for these backdrops. He put new LED screens in, and he didn't go the expensive route, which is where some of the aftermarket specialists in bowling will actually try to provide this for. He actually went out and did this himself. He said it was probably $1,100 or so, maybe a little more for a pair. So, and he extrapolate that across the 24 lanes. So he's about $10,000 investment. But I mean, these things look fantastic. He was so nice to get the NEBA graphics up there, celebrate our top champions in NEBA, and have a little recognition for them. I mean, Jeff is known for being a crazy supporter of NEBA.
Oh,
he's always dumping money into it.
He was here watching today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, big shout out to Jeff. Between this and Manchester, Yankee Lanes Manchester, my man he's always going out and doing above and beyond for the ball.
Absolutely. Continue down. Mentioned Max Macklin, Aaron Major. Got Chris Viali and Malik Rose sporting the Cambridge Credit Counseling jerseys. Again, big sponsor of NEBA, so thank you, Chris and Amy Viali.
Get yourself involved in the Cambridge Credit Invitational. You only need 3 events sold in this season in order to qualify for the Cambridge Credit Invitational at the end of the year. And that's it. And that's not an event you want to miss, because once again, he does put in a ton of money. It's like $7 grand that he puts into that event. And it's one of our majors. And it's kind of a unique format where we have a little longer qualifying. The finals are round robin, so you're going to be pulling 7 or 8 games round robin against your pair. It's a whole thing. It's a fantastic event.
And top 8 in points get automatic entries into match play. So they can kind of just get a feel for how the center's playing that day, how the pattern's playing that day, and just make their way on into match play.
I was
So
one of the fortunate ones last year in order to be able to do that. And if anything, it just helps free you up a little bit to bowl.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, you're already in. So
exactly.
that helps you get in a better position because it still ends up being total pins.
Yeah.
With bonus pins at the end.
It's like
still wanna bowl
one
well.
long sweeper almost.
Yeah. So, but man, it's such a great event. It could be more exciting to bowl that event.
Oh, yeah.
Not just as your reigning champion, but every time we have that.
Yeah.
Any of the majors really that we have here. And I'm excited because we get to bowl tournament champions.
Exactly. Yeah.
Tournament champions. I want them to bring back the NEBA Masters. But
I know. I think I bowled my first one and I finished third in it, and then
Sure.
it was gone. And I was like, huh. Well, that was fun.
they'll come back to the end. We just gotta.
Oh, yeah.
We gotta advocate.
Yeah.
We're about the halfway point, maybe just above, just past that through our match here, our eliminator format. Look at some of our scores. Looks like Tommy and Jay are trying to perform pretty nice.
Tommy and Jam something, and then that looks to be it. Besides JSJ and Q Lee.
We found a lot of those things.
Oh yeah.
There's plenty that got kicked too, but man, I feel like it was nine times out of 10 they were standing. And
Oh yeah.
so many.
It was either the 4-pin or it was a 4-9, and the 4
Yes.
fell late, and
Yeah.
so you had the 9. Yeah, it looks like people are starting to figure out how pattern is playing after 5 games. Oh boy, that was not. Looked like it fell off his thumb
Yeah,
a
just
little bit.
Very humid in the center today. So there's,
Oh my
there's
goodness,
a lot
yeah.
of fans and things like that that are going around right now, and it's very easy for, especially if you're taking a little extra time in your setup for your hands to get kind of soupy.
Yeah.
You end up grabbing at the bottom. I probably missed half a dozen spares today, and as it came off my hand, it was just soaking wet. Felt
Yep.
like, so.
So Max Macklin has resorted to throwing plastic at the headband. He was at 75 through 4 frames. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, maybe. Oh no, 82 through looks like 6 frames or 5 frames, and then he went 8-1, and now he has a double with plastic.
Versus binoculars sometimes, man.
Right? That's what I'm saying. It's just a big disadvantage with our
Taking
glasses.
big air, too.
He's just doing what a regional leader in points would do and taking the lane out of play and using it to its benefit.
Is Max really throwing plastic?
Yes, he is throwing that T-zone.
He's got a double.
He does have it's a sanctioned double right there.
Awesome.
I think he went trip 4-9 and then absolutely slammed the pocket.
And I got to be honest, it's not surprising to be getting to that point right now, considering we didn't get to see what the burn squad look like today because we were on fresh for both squads. Now we're really starting to see this pattern develop, kind of like the burn squad would have. And we were mixed feelings on it. At least me and my partner were on, would we want it to just have kept going, and get to the burn at that point? And imagine how many squats we could actually run if we did just do nothing but the burn. Just keep burning and keep burning and keep burning to the finals. We were cooking.
Like you bowl Saturday night, don't touch it.
Don't touch. House bowlers come in.
Oh my goodness gracious. That would be so bad.
And we didn't already remind the folks, you had a little bit of a run today, just missing out on match play.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, you were trying to get that three-peat. My man's got back-to-back titles. Very few folks have done that in NEBA history, only a handful.
Jesse, you're too kind.
And he was going to become the second, or trying to become the second person ever to go back-to-back.
Yeah, I think
Joe Mazurek.
Joe Mazurek, that's right. Yeah,
he has 3 titles.
Yes.
3 titles, 1 major, all back to back and done.
And then said, "See you guys later."
Incredible. We just want to go down through and figure out who had the most number of titles in a single year. And that honor actually goes to 2 different people. I believe, just off the top of my head, I know Aguiar is one of them. And he did it twice. He did it 2 times. He had 4 titles in a single year.
Yes.
And he is
Unbelievable.
I wish you'd come back out and compete more. He's a sight to watch.
Living that dad life now.
Yeah, for sure. Can't blame him, but at the same time, man, especially when you're so close. If you guys can see it on the screen, Aguiar has 29 titles, while the all-time title holder has 32. So Aguiar's got plenty of games left in him. So if it was me, I'm trying to sneak ahead of Lich.
Oh yeah. Well, it's funny because they actually got Lich got his 32nd around the same time that Alex got his 29.
Sure.
Because I think Lich, I don't want to say he won up in Auburn. It was either Auburn or Somerset, and then Aguiar won the NEBA 1000. So they won around the same time.
No shock there that he would have won with 1,000.
Right?
Which is kind of a meant to be type thing.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll go through the teams that made the cut but got bounced in the first round. Sean Kilburn and Ditto Fitzpatrick missed advancing by 21 pins. Billy McGaffin and Clayton Adams. And Joe Galafaro and Max Benware. They are both going to be freshmen in college. So hats off to them for making the cut. Jesse Gibson and Adam Ishman.
Product specialist, Adam, bringing him out from the woodwork.
Michael Rock Jr. and Tyler Hearn, Rob Green and Brett Brisson, Zach and Nate DeMello, as I mentioned earlier, and Matt Brockett, former NEBA Bowler of the Year, and Emmanuel Barub. I think I said Barub, right?
I think he said Barubi.
Barubi?
I think. I've said Barababe a couple times. Oh, I'm terrible at names, so don't ask me. That's all I know. You know what I mean? Come on. I practiced that on the way home. I promise you.
He said it.
I don't want to do people a
He
disservice.
said, come on now.
It works out for me to get through. But then when I think about it, and I'm like, I read his name, I'm like, come on, Jesse. it's right there.
Oh, that's funny. He bowled today with Nate Clark. I think they bowled both spots.
Both those guys.
Oh,
You can tell
phenomenal.
that they hold together quite often. I feel like I see a lot of some of Nate's
Game
some of his
in
feature
Tyler. Oh, 100%. So we're getting down to the wire here, getting to the 7th, 8th, and 9th frames. Looks like Jay Johnson has 220 in the out. Tommy has 240. JSJ and Q Lee, I believe they have around 50 over as well. Jay, it's just the most emotion I've seen from Jay in like years.
It's that doubles format, especially when you're trying to get into it a little bit. It's just like the team.
Yeah.
It's hard to stay away from it.
Exactly.
But the thing about doubles and trios, especially collegiate bowling, is how easy it is for the morale to flip back the other way, and suddenly your whole team gets quiet, and then you shoot 140.
Yep. Oh my goodness. 100%.
Slippery slope.
Let's see. So Malik looks like he's struggling a little bit down there. Fiali is also struggling a little bit. Looks like Ben and Andrew. Oh, a killer 7-10 for Charles. As he needed that. He and Henry both needed that one to try to get back in the match. Not back in the match, but back into a safer spot to move on to the next round. Max has 3 in a row with this plastic ball. Aaron has 5 in a row, so I kind of want to put them in.
Those guys are man. Imagine switching to plastic and just trying it off, especially if
I was throwing plastic in practice. It didn't look bad. There's the 4-pin.
Imagine 4-pinning from left.
With plastic.
Come on, man.
Oh, man.
They're on 45 feet and 30 mils.
That's so funny.
And tomorrow we're going to be going something a little bit similar for the singles. We are going to be going on the 47-foot scorpion pattern. A little bit more volume, the 32 mils, 33 mils, something in that ballpark.
Shark.
Shark. What did I say?
Scorpion.
It's an animal. It's okay. No, 100% in shark. What I was thinking there. 47 feet, so a little bit more length. I honestly don't think we're going to see too much difference in it because I think the characteristics of the center are overriding so much. If anything, I think we'll see a few more get behind the head pin a little bit easier when they do blow through that spot, just because there is that extra little buck. Where sometimes, especially as the lane starts to break down, sometimes it's going to do it there, sometimes it's going to. So that's at least my prediction. But as far as equipment selection was today, I think a lot of people brought in super aggressive sand balls. Even knowing the characteristics of the center, it was funny how many Zero Mercies I saw.
Zero Mercy, Ion Mac.
A lot of big sand balls. Sometimes they look okay, but it wasn't for very long.
No.
And if anything, you had to chase the super far left to the point where they were kind of I think I found most of my success today with a lot of lower differential pieces. I think I did the Tour V1, a little lower differential. I threw raw there at the end, a little lower differential. I feel like that's a real big play. Speaking of which, guys like Q, step up. He's throwing the IQ AI. So shout out to Storm for letting Q unfortunately not get that.
I think they should be safe though. Because Jalen's in the 2-0s, and now Q Lee is going to be in at least the 190s. Yeah.
It looks like the team with Henry is going to be on the hook there.
Ooh, and Aaron rolls the 3-7. Yeah, 3-7.
Oh, I don't know how pins stand with him or Aaron.
No, you stripped out the 3-7.
Well, he cheats. I just want to throw that out there. The whole no thumb, left-handed thing, outrageous. He throws it hard.
I can disagree with the no thumb, but the left hand I agree with.
Oh
no! Lee flags that one. Okay, so he's actually in the 2-0s. In the 2-0s.
So he's in the 2-0 jail. So that's going to put him right around 12.
Yeah, team. I want to say 12 is going to be good enough. Although it's only 4.
I feel like this whole pair right here with Henry and Gary Haynes, I feel like they're probably on the ropes. If you get down a little bit further, there are some strings working up down there at the end.
Is that 180 with back shot 180, I think?
Yeah, back shot 180. Looks like he went 9 spare split in the 10. But
yeah,
180 is solid game to put together when you're bailing it out with plastic.
Well, I mean, Aaron shot 250.
Exactly. So they're, yeah.
They're in. So we'll mark them in.
Yeah. It looks like a team of Frank Fuller and Bill Webb are pretty safe here. Bill gets up and executes, but obviously they both are very good at that. I think they built some frames here. They're going to be anxious. Bill can go out for 225. Yeah, Bill can go out for 225 here, while it looks like Frank can go out for 210.
Are they?
Let's play left.
I think Webb's on the left lane.
Oh, yeah. So flip that then.
Yes.
Webb
is team, and then Fuller has. So even if they go spare, they can both go mark. They're in.
Big shot here for Jay. It really helps punch it.
Actually, there we go. So Jay put the ball on the right side of the headpin and it's dropped.
And I feel like that's such a big play, especially today. I found more times than not you had to know when to shape it.
Yeah. Yes.
And when to leave it alone and just kind of trap it.
Exactly. I think it was so pair to pair where if you found a pair that had shim, you had to play the shim.
Mm-hmm.
If you found a pair that required you to get the ball right and see that friction spot, almost like a little tunnel around 12, 13, just funnel it in there and just have it tip left. Oh, boy.
So many times we see a ball get right today and hook and just go through the face.
Yeah.
So many times.
So Webb was able to get 9. I think there's a 10 pin there. Fuller has a 4 pin. So Johnson and Cumlin should be safely in. They're both at 220, so they'll be around 40 over.
Literally,
I want to go. I'm going to go on a mission and go see what that end pair looks like.
Buddy.
So, how are you? Good. So, I don't know if Jesse's talking, but Andrew, Big 4, and Ben can make a washout for 2 teams. So, I think Andrew gets 2 here, and he got 0. That's not going to help. I think Ben and Andrew are out. So it is going to come down to It's still streaming.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, sorry about that. We did cut out there just for a second. Our main stream platform actually just shut off. So, but we do have the actual stream still running up. So thankfully that's there. It might be a little iffy, but we'll go ahead and just keep running at this for now until we get the computer to boot back up, and then we'll go from there. We are going to keep you updated with what exactly is making it through here. I know we had Jay Johnson made it through with his partner Tommy Kumlin, and then we also had, I know Jalen and Q were on the fence.
So it came down, they were what, 12 over?
We also had Aaron Major and his partner Max Maxim made it in. Looks like, yeah, he said Malik split in the 10th there, so that's really going to put them at a detriment. We see a 203, 204 that's going to make it through. I see a 180. Sorry, we have ads on top of the two there. That was a shot right there from the 2025 USBC Masters champion Gary Haynes.
We had Webb and Fuller, Jay and Kumlin, and Q Lee and JSJ here Walnut. They can strike to get to 200. So they're out.
All right, so they're out.
So the final four, because Macklin and Major went. So Macklin Major.
Your final four.
What?
Oh, yeah, read the final four.
So final four in the next round will be Tommy Kumlin, Jay Johnson, Quindarius Lee and Jalen Scott Jones, Aaron Major and Max Macklin, and Frank Ford and Bill Webb. So a lot of great friends going to be in the title match bowling together. I know Jay Johnson and Bill Webb are great friends. I believe Jay, Bill, and Frank? No, Frank's on my team for the October 4th team event. But I know Jay and Webb are bowling together on the 4th for that team event. I want to say that's it. Oh, Tommy's on the team. That's why. I knew there was someone else. So Jay, Tommy, and Webb are all bowling together on the 4th. So that'll be a lot of fun in the title match. Bayali had punched in the 10th to get to 218. Malik split in the 10th to get to 180 on the nose. So I think if Malik gets double there, I want to say they move on. Except I want to say it was around 12 over. So I think Malik, either needs a mark or a double in the 10th. I think he actually needs a double to get there. But still, a great showing by Ali. Again, Malik's looking for his first title still, which boggles my mind how he doesn't have a title. I know he coaches football at a college in Massachusetts. I can't remember the name. Do you ever where Malik coaches football?
No, not off the top of my head.
Not off the top of my head. I know he's a collegiate football coach, so that is a big reason why he's not able to bowl NEBA full time. However, if he was able to bowl NEBA full time, he would have, in my opinion, at least 2 titles. There was an absolutely sick, and then Riley's been around the block. Great showing by them. Ben Darrow, Andrew Lutaz, great showing by them as well. Both collegiate bowlers. They actually decided to bowl together at the last event at Callahan's Bowlarama. So that was pretty cool. Andrew bowls at University of Pikeville, and Ben bowls at William University. Our defending champions were Kieran Carney and Kyle Perillo. They did not make the cut today, so you will see a brand new champion of this event be crowned this evening, as we are already at 7:50. We are at 10 of 8 o'clock East Coast time. 2 squads today, 9 a.m. and 1 o'clock p.m. So a little different than the traditional NEBA squad time starts. Typically, the quote-unquote burn squad will start at 12:30, but as Jesse touched on, there was no burn squad today. They re-oiled for both squads. And an interesting fact about
Attention NEBA bowlers, round 2 cut was 407, Fuller and Webb. Those of you who are advancing to round 3, please come to the bar while we're going up the next round.
So I was going to say, an interesting fact about Keene, Yankee Lanes Keene, is always a unique format with this bowling alley, as there is only 24 lanes. But they are such a great host that we would be remiss to not go up to Keene every single year for 2 great events and the golf outing. But there's only a limited number of participants that can take the lanes each tournament. And with the amount of people that you have to put on a pair, we limit the format down to 4 games for doubles. And I want to say tomorrow is 4 games to qualify, right?
Said they came here. Yeah, I'm not sure what the fair was. Alright, who do we have moving on?
NEBA bowlers for round 3, please report to your lanes. Reminder, there are no further surface adjustments. We'll have 2 balls on each lane for practice. Good luck, bowling.
Maybe the audio is fine now. Maybe it's just on for a second. Rudy said it's on. Jake. Maybe I caught the.
Oh, wow. Very funny. Jay Johnson and Tommy Cumlin and Jalen Scott Jones and Quidarius Lee, both teams drew the same exact pair. So they just both advanced the next round on 11 and 12, and now they're going to bowl again on 11 and 12, and again.
Goodness, what a pain to get this thing back up and running. Ladies and gentlemen, just do me a favor. If you guys aren't watching, make sure that you just let me know in the comments if the audio is back up and running. We just got the system back up on our side. So,
I'm going to unmute it.
so you guys are listening. Let me know there in the comments if you got audio.
Couple $100, Richard. Hello, Ron.
Oh my God, are you live streaming?
Bear with me. I should make it better. We'll fix this.
Are we all set?
Could be, but not.
A little birdie told me that you have a nib attention star.
Oh, the mic died. Or it didn't die, it shut off. How's your mic? Is it turned on? I think we were unplugged so long that the mic shut off too. Ladies and gentlemen,
My
how
mic has
are
been
we?
off.
How are we doing? I bet we have some type of audio now. Testing.
We look to be good.
All right, we're back. I hear it. We're good. We're good. We made it.
Oh, hello there, Jesse. Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back, ladies
How was your
and gentlemen.
vacation?
It was a little stressful, but we figured it out. So our system actually died. It said it was plugged in, not charging, and then kicked us. And it took a little bit to get back up, but we didn't lose the actual stream, just the cruddy audio. You know, we always have some audio troubles. If you ever follow me along on anything that I do, there's always some type of audio trouble that we end up having. But we are back for technically semifinal action, round three of our eliminator format. And if you guys are taking a look, you're seeing some familiar faces that you've seen in plenty of finals before. We have Jalen Scott Jones as well as Quaderis Rembert, or you can call him Q if you like. They are paired up on the same pair with Jay Johnson again and Tommy Coolin. They managed to draw their same pair. So if you guys don't know, the eliminator format, especially in teams, you go in after your if you make it through the next cut, you draw a little chip to get your next lane. It's kind of randomized. Is what it is. And then on our 9 and 10 pair, we have Phil Webb, Frank Fuller, and Aaron Major and Max Macklin. Once again, keeping in mind, we just take the top two teams across those 4 lanes. So it's not like they are pulling each other directly as much as both the whole field.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting for the teams on 11 and 12 because they both just bowled on that pair the round prior. And so they kind of have a pretty familiar feeling how the lanes are playing. I don't know what that was. It looked like a spare ball. It reacted like a spare ball?
Well, let's ask.
I'll send Jesse on a little mission here. I'm going to get a first-hand answer right here. Oh, never mind. Look. Oh, it looks like a Sublime.
Is that a heckler? All right. Come on now.
Shout out Sublime. I think they are a music group.
It's a heckler.
Oh, a heckler tone?
Yeah.
I thought it was a Sublime.
I would have also, from here it does look like a Sublime, doesn't it? But when it went down the lane, it did look like a spare ball.
Yeah.
But Tommy came he's really, really good at keeping him on a frozen road.
My goodness, yes. Well, honestly, I would say one of the best.
Yeah, one of the best at keeping his angles closed down.
Especially closed down, he can get off the back of it, too.
And him and Malik both very, very good. And I think we talked about that.
Yeah.
Very, very good at, keeping those angles nice and tight.
For sure.
Very important on the pattern that they're on today, especially this deep into it. You don't want to give it away. You don't want to give it away. You really want to kind of play in the fallbacks to the 1-3. Really reminiscent of college for me to an extent, just because those later blocks, especially in the Baker when they have that second day and everybody's a little further left than they were the first day, everything ends up getting jammed to that 1-3 by the end of it, it seems like.
Yeah, that's literally the only thing Max has said, Max Macklin. He's just like, it's college all over again, and I'm just jamming it to 3 pin.
That's it. Aaron Major with a big 4 there. It's so interesting, especially with the 2 guys that we have in here, Jalen and Aaron. Very, very high-speed lefties. Aaron says he maxes out around 23 miles an hour. So for him to still, for him to have issues keeping it on the right side or left side of the head pin, oh my goodness. You have to know that they're hooking. And once again, guys, it's 45 feet, 30 mils. There's a little bit of shape to the pattern, not a lot. So the fact that guys on the left are even having some issues trying to keep it there just says how it speaks to the characteristics of the center again.
Symmetrical looking pattern as well. So, it's not like, one side has an advantage. It's really all about how each side breaks down the pair.
Sure. And he sends the messenger, doesn't quite connect, though. That's unfortunate.
Looking for the Farkle there. Does not connect. I had a pretty nasty Farkle that did not connect. Actually, I had 2 of them today. But, ho-hum.
I just want to go back again, because longer patterns typically allow the ball to store energy longer as it's getting down the lane. So you do see pins fly around a little bit more. I didn't really see a ton of messengers today. So maybe a handful at max.
I think it was hot.
So, yeah. So, once again, going back to the balls are still slowing down. It was 45 feet. People were still using ball speed.
Oh, yeah.
and just how much the balls were slowing down. Max is curbing that plastic ball and getting it to do silly things.
And that's just, again, foreshadowing what we all could possibly see.
It's fair for Jay there. That's
Uncharacteristic.
very, very
But I
much
was
so.
going to say it's almost a prediction of what we're going to see in the college setting. The fact that now college is pretty much going to be outright not allowed in tournaments. So kind of
Barlow?
being able to see what teams, coaches, players are going to go to as alternatives in that aspect. Tommy looked like he was going to go that heckler. Looks like he's back to an alert, and he's back to strike. Well, it's not back to striking. He always was striking. He always is striking, in my opinion. But Tommy starts with a strike there, picks up Jay. And both Q, Lee, and JSJ start with strikes. All right. Aaron takes two up, big four.
Both of you guys, come here real quick.
Webb packs one.
We don't very often have these guys on here, but ladies and gentlemen, we introduce you to one of our sponsors of the Ace Mitchell Doubles.
Hey-o.
My man, Benny.
How are all of you?
I'm phenomenal. I was going to say, Jesse, I'll give my mic to Vinny.
Please.
Well,
So-
you want me to go get Vinny?
Yeah, oh, yeah, I apologize. Yeah, please, Dan, if you wouldn't mind,
Pardon
go
me.
ahead and
We'll
get in.
go fetch the actual sponsor.
Thank you. Please, yeah,
How
both of you
far
guys.
does this go?
As far as you want it to go,
All right.
about 60
go.
feet or so. Ladies and gentlemen, we're always learning our sponsors. So that was Dan. I thought I had heard somebody call him Benny before, but we have
They would like
Dan
you
and
to
Benny,
talk into the microphone.
Ace Mitchell in general,
We're on
huge
live
in the
stream.
bowling industry, huge in the NEBA and helping support NEBA. So we really want to shout them out and see if they have any words, obviously, if they're standing around, and what NEBA, what it means to sponsor NEBA for them. So
So we got Vinny.
Dan and Benny. So we just wanted to give you guys an opportunity. Obviously, you guys are huge in the bowling industry, and you're huge supporters for Northeast Bowling and bowling at large, and especially NEBA. What does it mean to you to sponsor events like NEBA, and why do you continue to do it?
It's just been a lifelong thing for me. I've always sponsored these kind of events, and NEBA's been a staple in the New England community.
Sure.
And we just love seeing our customers when we get up here too, and we love supporting bowling.
And we couldn't thank you guys more than what we do. I mean, it's such a great event anyway. And then you guys also help out with the golf outing too, as well as the banquet for it and the dinner for it and all that good stuff. So we just want to shout out to both you guys, everybody at Ace Mitchell Bowler Mart. I think every pro shop around here works with you guys. So especially my favorite pro shop at Buddy's. So shout out Buddy's Pro Shop. But yeah, so we want to thank you guys for your continued support of NEBA. It does mean a lot. I hope it definitely does not go unnoticed. So I hope you guys get to hear an
We're
earful
gonna
for it.
keep doing it as long as we can, and as long as NEBA's alive, we'll be around.
Guys, thank you very much. Appreciate you guys. Dan, you got anything to say?
Thank you guys for everything you do.
Well, we definitely appreciate you guys coming out and bowling the event a little bit and throwing some shots and having some fun. And
Definitely supported the prize fund. Didn't take any money out of it.
they were very difficult today. So shout out to you for even being able to want to come out here and mingle with us and us commoners. That's what we'll call it. So yeah. Once again, very, very appreciative of you guys.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank
You guys do a great job.
Thanks.
you. Appreciate it. Was I allowed to get my mic back?
Yeah, you are allowed to get your mic back.
Thank you. I'm
on
glad
the
I got
other
my
hand,
privileges back.
I decided to lose the magnet on this mic, so we'll just go ahead and connect that bad boy right back up there.
Oh, you had a magnet?
Yeah, there's a magnet on the backside of these.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was hanging around somewhere. It might be tucked down in my belt line now. So imagine that. No, I just felt it. it's still here. I have the magnet.
Didn't go anywhere. But first out of the cash today was Jordan Cavanaugh and Mike Rubin. Actually, are actual good friends of the defending champs Kieran Carney and Kyle Perillo,
True.
as well as who we just saw in our last match, Henry Hecht and Charles. I do not remember his last name, unfortunately, nor can I pronounce it. But it's Charles Vermeulen. Vermeulen. Wow. I'm never gonna get that one.
Sure. Yeah, I'm very good at butchering the last names of anybody. Even
It's got Intanonzai.
Intanonzai. I got it. It's locked.
So you kind of look at the two pairs and you see how the pair of Mac and Aaron and Kohler and Webb looks like they're having a bit more success than Jay Lynn.
I don't think I've ever seen that from him. I don't think I've ever
Vicious.
seen it not go down before.
Absolute vicious. They're having a bit more success in it, and it kind of affected the other thing, the opposite, because 11 and 12 both teams on that pair, they just won in this pair. So you would think that they have a better understanding of what's going on.
But we've been plenty of times have been on a pair where it's like, I can't wait to get off of it, and then you draw the same one again. But I've also had it to where, I've had I would shot a 280 on a pair one time, went back in, drew the same pair, didn't have the look anymore. Just absolutely left the building, shot 180, it was out. So I understand wanting to get it. He's going to send it, by the way.
This
you might
is
see
a
this
very
go.
high potential. Do it! Oh.
And I want to see what it reads on that one. 27.52, if anybody wants to know. And I think he's actually backed off of that a little bit. So my man can definitely heave it with the best of them. I got to be honest here. As far as rooting for competitors, I have so many faces over here that I want to see. With obviously, let's start with NEBA President Jay Johnson, fabulous bowler. He's a great guy. I want to see him win. Tommy Kuhlman, non-champ. Him and Jay have been partnering so many times. And Tommy has fallen short just so many times too, but he's such a phenomenal bowler. And then you have actually my old collegiate teammates. We have Q, who came in a little bit later, and then I started at Vincennes when Jalen was already there. So I really want to see them succeed too. I'd love to see my teammates succeed. Then you have Hall of Famers like Bill Webb teaming up with Frank Fuller, another guy who deserves to get himself a win.
Frank is the guy who we actually bowl Tuesday nights together over at Bowlarama.
Sure.
And he actually bowls with Jay. So Frank and Jay bowl in doubles together. And every time we go bowl in NEBA, I always see Frank. And I'm like, gonna go bowl? And Jay gets a light mixer. And Frank's always like, I'll go bowl. And then I've been fortunate enough to bowl with Frank a couple times. And he bowls been qualifying and just gets the absolute worst luck in match play.
Yeah.
Where, he'll shoot 220 and his opponent shoots 240. And you look around and it's like, I would be him, her, him.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, poop.
Yeah. And then just touch on our last team that I like is Max Macklin, who's a Buddy's Pro Shop employee and a phenomenal bowler in his own right, with teaming up with Aaron Major, he's the player of the year everywhere. And he wins everything. And so it'd be interesting to see that team take it on. But really, it's anybody's game, it feels like. So
you definitely say he's also employee of the month over at Major Bowling. Just winning at life right now.
Absolutely, they're doing all the right things. Shout out to Major Bowling as well.
New sponsor,
exactly. New sponsor, younger generation stepping in to take over some of these sponsorship spots and still prop NEBA up and allow the community to still grow, succeed, thrive, and just really help out the bowling community.
Their first location's up in Brockton, and they just added a new location in Wallingford, a couple months old. Dennis Bissonette and Brandon Robertson holding down the shack over in Wallingford.
I don't want to say that they had to reach out to me to figure out a thumb, but I don't want to say that. I won't.
Well, because Brandon used to drill with Chris.
Yeah, he drilled with buddies for a little bit of time. Absolutely. So he knows some of the ways. That's for sure.
Aaron's piping it right now.
Yeah, that was cooking pretty good. That is just a soft 20.6 miles an hour.
I'm surprised the ball even ran.
Yeah.
Jalen looks to be fighting early friction and gets the ball going a little left and doesn't. So if I'm doing that and I'm in a position where the ball's hooking pretty early and I'm 247 and then shot early, I get the ball going left and it pocket 710s, maybe a new piece of equipment or a zone change.
I think you're right on with the piece of equipment, because if he zone changes anything further right, he's running into those righty tracks who he's probably already getting affected by, honestly.
Yeah.
And he's still not such a big ball right now. He's still in that Zero Mercy Pearl, despite it being a Pearl, still a very big, strong ball.
Yeah.
And really, you could get away with that one today. And it does look like he has a little bit of surface on it. So, I mean, if it's me, I'm probably, and this is what I found a little bit successful today, is bowling down to something that was more closer to the entry level. I feel a raw today at some point that was still hooking the lane. So, but at what point do you decide to just pull your head out and say, we're going to do it, we're going to make the move and commit to it, or do you going to try to work with what you've been doing all day?
With what I'm seeing right now, I think right now is the time. They
have to.
They seem to be in, I don't want to say last place, but a little bit behind the pace to move on to the finals. So I think right now would be the time where you got to say, you got to go for broke.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because right now, I mean, everyone else is dancing around the pocket and 6'3", 817.
Tommy is just absolutely. I feel like playing an A game. Even that one
using two different balls, unless he just ball changed.
That's still a heckler. So did he?
I don't know, unless he ball changed on a 3-bagger. Because I know he started with the alert.
Oh, he started with the alert, and that is the heckler again.
Yeah,
so okay, interesting. So maybe he's throwing a.
That's what I'm thinking. That's my guess, and you 100% could see that today with how different the lanes play, especially 1 and 2. Granted, it is an end pair, but I was playing 2-10 different than 1.
What a shot there from Jay Johnson.
This,
Oh my goodness, getting that
this is
fork in
the
to
most
go.
emotion I see from Jay ever, and it's just great to see. El Presidente, you know, is
Presidential
very,
hits.
yeah, right. You know, it's just a vote here, a vote there. You know,
Bill there by Hall of Famer Bill Webb, and those guys are just pacing along to make themselves finals. No opens between him or Frank Fuller. So, and that's what you really need to do in this match. It's not really necessarily about striking today, as much as it is about getting the double here or there, filling your frames, moving on, and really just trying to stay away from the red the
red circle.
Let me tell you, 15 and 16 on the first squad started out today. My team alone had 11 splits between the two of us, but there was still, I think there was 17 splits on the pair. And then later on, we moved away from it. I'm like, I don't want to touch this pair again. I came back and we were butted up against it, and I watched, and there was another 15 splits
Oh my
on that
God.
last game. So it was like, what was that pair doing?
As the spare ball's going right now, a 3-bagger spare strike.
Who's out here throwing T-zones on 45 feet that's just burnt up? It's impressive. It's impressive.
No one comes to mind right away, but
the thing, it's what's impressive about it isn't necessarily that the T-zone is striking, it's that he is so committed and the confidence in throwing the shot, executing the shot, knowing that it's still going to do what he needs it to do. So, man, there's not many people out there who are going to put a plastic ball in their hands on a pattern like this and just make it work.
it looks like Max is going to need all the strikes he can get. As Jalen makes the move,
It did make the move, and it's still red so early in the front part of that lane. He is just driving. He's going through carpet right now, it seems like.
it looked like that was a zone change, right?
Yes.
And so I think we can rule that move out, and I believe it would be an equipment.
The only thing he can do, because obviously Jalen's really good at getting his ball speed up, the only thing that I can see him doing to be able to stay in that ball in that similar zone is getting it out in the lane maybe about 10 feet or so to try to clear that early.
But then you run the risk of
it blowing through it.
See it early.
That's true.
Or blowing
That's
through
true. That's true.
You know, with loft is such a precarious move because either it'll, see the spot immediately, or it'll blow right past it. As Jesse's gonna go be a noble guy. As there's that bodacious man.
Stop throwing that goddamn ball.
At least if I can get it. Come on.
Excellent right there. So, I mean, personally, I've never been in this type of position before in an eliminator type format, but I can only imagine if I am the teams of Webb and Fuller and Macklin and Major looking at 11, 12 and seeing at the highest scores, I'd almost be wanting to say, hey, guy, look around. Let's not panic at all. It might be up to the finals.
Sure.
It's kind of that scenario where it's like looking around and seeing what other people are doing and almost trying to play the lanes together in a sense for the benefit of both. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, absolutely.
But at the end of the day, everyone's a competitor.
Yeah, I was going to say, at the end of the day, it's every man for himself, too.
Yes.
So every pair.
Every team now. Tomorrow's every man.
And that's like the worst case scenario.
The
for
third
him.
one I've seen.
Super tough.
I think I actually left one last match.
Oh, yeah.
Someone did a match.
That keeps things interesting for sure.
Oh, my
As we see Aaron doing the same thing, man.
That's just, I wonder if left is shaping it, but staying soft is the move for the lefties. But also in the piece of equipment that is not so big.
Exactly. It's standing up so hard. Such a big ball.
Oh, what a conversion by El Presidente.
He wins today. I'm going to have to give him a big chain that says I'm him on it. You know what I mean?
I'm him or El Presidente.
Yeah. Shot for Max.
Wow. Max is just taking the lane out of play right
He's pacing 270 with a plastic ball.
With a ball that hooks less than your raw.
Yeah. Yeah, by far. By a lot.
By a good margin.
the least hooking ball we can get out. Jalen did not take my advice. I'm going to flap him around if he's done with this one. So.
Wow.
I can hear our coach screaming. That's why I went up and grabbed him by the shoulder. Get out of that ball. Get out of the ball, or at least take it in the air a little bit.
That's back-to-back 6-7s on that lane for quit areas.
And it's not surprising. I mean, if you just what the line J and the line that Tommy is forced to play is throwing it at the 1-3 straight. There's no belly. There's nothing hooking.
Nope.
It doesn't do anything until it gets to the 1-3, and then whatever happens happens. At that
It
point.
almost
So,
just like sits right in front.
yeah, and if anything,
Watching Tommy's ball,
yeah, for sure.
just sits right there.
It's gonna be very interesting once we move to this final pair. I believe it's gonna be on 13 and 14 in front of us, so we're gonna have a little bit of cold club view for it. So
I can't confirm.
oh, what a shot by Bill!
Another
Brutal
stuffed
7.
7 pin. That was another one of the hits that I saw a lot this weekend, or not this weekend, today. Feels like forever. I've been in the alley for almost 12 hours, but I saw a lot of stuffed 7 pins, a lot of 4 pins.
Yeah, I definitely had a stuffed 7 or 2 that I might have alerted the bowling center about at the same time it happened.
Hey guys, I stuffed 7.
Yeah, it was. Everybody knew, and then they all turned around and be like, "Why are you mad? You struck." And I was like, "I didn't see it fall. I'm so sorry." So sorry.
Well, I think my teammate Tim Fry, he had one that stuffed. Oh, that wasn't nice. He had one that stuffed and it fell late, and then I know you had one.
I had a couple. That's for sure. I remember I got one. I went stuff 7. The next one is the one I freaked out about that actually fell, and then my partner literally the next shot stuff 7. I was like, "Oh, come on, stop!
How you doing?
Just stop."
It's actually 7 bits.
The Phil frame there from Bill Webb, and that just keeps them in the hunt, man. I feel like if they pace this out, I mean, there are a couple spares here. There's a double from Frank here and there, and I feel like that's going to lock them in because everybody else has red in their team. So
exactly what I was going to say is that everyone else is clean. I'm sorry, they're the only ones clean.
Yeah,
Everyone else has some red or some blemish on their score sheet.
and things can turn fast here, but I mean, obviously, especially with max pacing 270, just
As soon as I say that, the
oh my
announcer's
goodness,
curse.
yeah, absolutely.
I'm the new Bruce.
Oh. Shout out to Bruce Hall. This is
Yeah.
not a Vincent Hall Memorial Series event. However, I just want to shout him out. He put $10,000 towards that.
Absolutely.
And our
Very
next,
generous.
the next Vincent Hall Memorial Series event, it's going to be an elimination round again. It's going to be at the Tournament Sense singles. And that one is also in Rhode Island. I believe that's at Langs.
Langs Bowlarama on the 22nd of August, just before all these college bowlers are moving back into class.
We are going to have an updated list of the folks who made it through the last one. But I can tell you right now, if you bowled the squad, the 9 a.m. squad, and you were already part of the Vincent Hall, you made it through. We didn't have enough competitors to eliminate anybody. They eliminated themselves.
That's a very nice way of putting it.
I mean, I can't imagine doing that knowing that you're bowling for a little extra money at the end of the year. There's a $2,000 top prize on that. So, and that's, you're just showing up to make it through the next round. So.
I want to say either last year or the year before, Kyle Perillo was in the Vincent Hall. He won the event and the Vincent Hall.
Yes, he did.
So he walked out with like four grand.
Yeah, he walked out with it. Yeah, he won the event or won the tournament and won the Vincent Hall. Absolutely.
I hate when it gets so quiet.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And the rail from it.
That's his miss.
Yeah.
And that's a great miss.
Because he's not washing out.
Exactly.
So I mean, can't hate it.
If 7 is my miss and I 4-pin, that's the thing that me and my partner Tim Pratchett were saying. It's like we didn't split much. We just made a lot of spares.
Oh no. That's a big error right now to not at least get your count. Tommy picked 10 clean off of that. I feel like you had
very uncharacteristic.
Sure.
Tommy's just a guy who did.
And he was on a strike. 3 with 6 there.
That's the second time someone said it. First time, your boy.
Yeah, I did that on a big 4 earlier today, and I looked at it and I was like, "Oh man, just get your count. 4 is 2 or 2 is 4 here."
Yeah,
so
2 is 4 exactly. And in the kind of scenario
Phil
right
frame
now,
here from Max.
every pin.
Good Phil frame for him.
So it looks like Aaron has 2. He has 203 in the out. Macklin has 250. Frank has 240. Webb has 230.
Shot by Hugh.
Hugh has
Trying to
2-0.
get some things started
Jalen
now.
has 2-0.
A lot of red on the board, but still 2-0 being there.
still 2-0,
And a lot of accomplished, capable bowlers on the lanes right now that can get that done.
100%. And there's a ball change.
Finally.
And Jesse's pretty happy about that one.
Let's go!
So Jesse's actually going to go on tour and ball rep everyone.
Yeah, no, that's a terrible idea. That's a terrible idea. If I can't ball rep myself, but it's very easy to see that we need to get into. I was going to go smack him. I tell you what, if I saw that ball go down the lane one more time.
I was going to say, it's one thing when you're bowling on the lane and seeing something, but when you're back here and watching everything, it's 2 completely different pictures.
Sure.
And that's something that, oh my goodness, if Frank clipped.
He touched it.
That would have been not good if it went back to back.
Excited, but I'm excited for every one of these teams because they're bowling phenomenal. I know how difficult these conditions are right now, and for them to be able to lace anything, it's great. So, especially like Jay right now.
That might be another 5-10.
Oh, another one.
Oh
boy.
Third time. He said, Jalen, that's how you strike.
Yeah, he did the thing again. And once again, we're just going back to the level of humidity in this building making it very difficult, especially, I say for the thumb users, but I remember my little two-handed experiment. That is super uncharacteristic, and I've seen a couple of misfires from him today. So
really?
I think that, once again, goes back to a little bit of humidity in here, playing with your hands as you're ready to set up for a spare. Your hands get really slick, and you lose a little bit of feel. So it's like you're doing all you can. I mean, we had fans on fans on fans around one of our pairs, just, trying to keep it cool until you got to to your shot. So I can definitely empathize with some of the spares due to clammy hands.
So can confirm Tommy was throwing 2 different balls.
Yes.
That was definitely the alert on 11, Eckler on 12.
I've seen a lot of that alert going down the lane today. Well, fresh all the way through, so no surprise that he's still trying to throw it there.
Those Max. Bubba Bingo.
What a phenomenal shot that is. I'm just still over here blown away because especially to get the ball to go through the pins.
Yeah, and not deflect or
and that's a higher rep rate, but to get it to go through the pins and still see the lane the right way and still be able to make the shot under a situation where you're holding your guy up right now too.
Absolutely.
You have to execute, and you know that. So man,
I was going to say, the way his ball's going to the pins too, it's not like he's getting light next year. They are crushing 20.
Yeah, absolutely. Ball has no core.
Oh my goodness. Tommy almost chops the 4-7 off.
Love it.
So now, let's see.
Jalen and Q still have 2-0 out.
Okay, so there's a strike for Aaron.
Strike for Aaron.
2-0.
He's 2-0-3 out.
If Aaron shoots 170, Max spares again.
Oh
they're
my
at
goodness.
2-0. I think they're safe. But that's only if.
And really, Jay and Tommy need to turn it on to have themselves a chance too.
Because that's a very fortunate Brooklyn right there.
I'm going to be honest, especially with the way this right lane is playing, I might just do that.
Line up Brooklyn.
I mean, it seems silly in retrospect, but if you're knocking all 10 down and you're not leaving splits, that is, which is obviously we saw that 5-10 out of there.
Yeah, right.
But it's so difficult to get this ball right enough of the 1-3 to get it set up to be there. What a shot by Phil.
Webb's just going to knuckleball it.
Yeah, at this point, they needed 2. Man, those 2 opens there really kind of put them out of contention, but back into the field.
When his ball hits the pins, oh my gosh. I don't know how anything stands.
Sure.
There's so much power.
Yeah, that was such a change from 3 frames, sir.
I think Frank Paul hooked at 10 feet.
Sure. We saw that today on the fresh on some of these pairs where the balls were just hooking so early, and even though we had so much volume in the front part of the lane.
I know. So. It's crazy. And then you're going to wonder what's it going to be like coming back to 13-14. Only 1 round bowl down.
I'm very curious to know, especially with certain characteristics, certain centers, does the amount of volume to an extent even matter? Do we put 35 mils out and keep it in the front part of the lane? Does that even hold up? Or is it still going to hook early? Because you only have so much oil that's going to sit underneath the cover of your ball and chewing through it. So, do we put 40 mils or something crazy out and it still hooks early? Like, what do we have to do here?
That'd be a good experiment. So, Tommy committed to 1 ball. Both lanes.
And he's jamming it at the 1-3 as much as you can jam one at the 1-3. So
might be more than Max's right now.
Yeah. Max actually is able to shape it probably just a little bit to get it
shaping his ball, his spare ball, more than Tommy's shaping his alert.
That's funny. It's a fill frame here from Aaron. And now Aaron's got 183 out. Macman obviously can go out for 250. So if everybody strikes out, I mean, I think they're going to be safe still.
I think Macman if he doubles right here.
Max is pulling such a phenomenal game. And Jay, fortunate enough to walk on an 8 count. It's funny off your hand. Some of these, you're like, yeah, you love it, and you think it's going to do the right thing, and it's just like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not today, bud. I've had several of those today. Like, what do you mean? That's how I felt to start the day on the pair on 23 and 4. Very first game, I aced it, loved it, and it run away Brooklyn. I was like, what are the fresh, my guy?
That's so funny.
Yeah, bowling's such an interesting game. There's so many variables in what we do. That's a great shot.
So
Little
again,
wrap 10 there.
Announcer's curse. Just talking about how good his balls were through the pins.
Still going through. I mean, a wrap 10 on this is as good as anybody's ball reaction, if
Oh,
not
yeah.
better right now. So he's still.
A 9 on the scoreboard is better than an already.
Yeah, the only person I really seen put together a game that's relatively as good, if not on that same play field, would be Bill Webb.
Yeah.
And I think he's just so good. He's like the rest of the guys. He's so good at keeping his angles tight, but he has a lot less hand too. So he knows how to use that touch to get the ball to actually lane and stay in the shape of the lane.
Exactly.
Got some deadwood there on 11 and 12. Delay of game.
5 yards or five pins. Let's see. 180 for Aaron, 230 for Max. 210 for Frank, I want to say. No, I'm sorry, it'll be Webb.
And we got one of the operators, Yankee Lanes.
Keith, right?
Keith, yeah, Keith's going down there and snag that deadwood. Shout out to Keith and Jeff once again. They
They
always
were
do great things
phenomenal
for us.
today.
Yeah, they're always 10 out of 10. We very much appreciate them. And the whole center has their eyes on Keith. Shout out to Keith. Way to be, Keith. What a guy. Yes. We have a good time here. Once again, if you didn't already hear, we are back again tomorrow for the Yankee Lanes singles. 9 a.m. completely sold out squad, and the 1 p.m. is going to sell out. It's just that is a open frame by Max, and so now he can go out for 224. That's going to put them at just about even, if not 10 over, if they both strike out. So
Frank,
man,
empty bucket.
this is another
This
reason
is
to
tough.
love such tough lanes. It's because it's never over. You can have the front six, and I don't know where it just falls apart and it's gone. So
crazy. Yeah, I'm patient for Q.
Yeah, absolutely. He's still pacing 2-0.
Especially with Jalen just getting 6 there. He needs this one. Get
What a shot by Q, getting the sparkle right on the camera, baby.
I would have felt so bad if it didn't connect because literally at like 45 feet, like he gets it. That
Yeah,
looked
yeah.
so good because he got it past the early friction, and with that pearlized cover, it's gonna get a little bit and make that small motion.
And Q's actually got a little bit more rotation than the average bowler too. He's not really somebody who likes to roll it. He definitely has a little more softer rotation, and especially when he backs out a little bit. No wonder he's able to get that ball to float down lane a little bit. That's tough right there for Jalen. So and I just want to touch on the fact that Jalen, I think he's only bowled maybe 3 or 4 events this year, and he's been in this situation. I think he's been in the semifinals almost every time. So
I think he and Mark Baker made the doubles cut up in Cranston.
Oh, really?
And I think he led the 9 a.m. for the singles. And then I don't know if he bowled at Callahan.
This is a huge shot for Tommy to put together, keeping his team in it. What a shot. What a fantastic shot.
Tommy.
He's going to go out for 220 here if he steps up in the 10th and makes it happen. Jay right now can go out for 2-0.
So I would definitely say that 12 is trickier than.
I've never seen Aaron struggle as much trying to find the right ball reaction.
He genuinely hasn't had the greatest look, but he's survived. Him and Max have survived each round, but it's not like Aaron's been shooting 240 every game.
Sure.
I know he had 190 in the first match. Big shot for Jay.
Goes left again. And gets it to go.
Brooklyn's on that lane.
I gotta be honest. I would have kept it right there. I wouldn't have moved the thing.
Yeah.
Not a chance.
Especially with him trying to throw a good shot in 5-10, and then the back-to-back, not the greatest shots go runaway Brooklyn. Hey,
that's the first time we've seen that one high. Oh my goodness, 194. If Max gets just 2 here, they're at 203. He's at 203 with Aaron at the 170.
I'm not gonna say anything, but like I mentioned,
370.
Jay and Frank both doubles together on Tuesdays, and we were all bowling after. And I kid you not, we literally predicted that Jay and Tommy would bowl Frank and Webb.
That's outrageous.
You can ask anything. We were talking about that because we were talking about how the team event would line up where Frank, if he wins, I don't know if he screws it up or anything like that. But I think it's if Jay and Tommy win, it messes with their team because then Tommy becomes a one-time champion
Sure.
and no longer 0. Frank is actually bowling with us, my team, and we can afford another one-time champion.
I gotta be honest. It looks
So-
like it's gonna come down to them, and barring anything crazy happening from the
Exactly.
Webb and Fuller.
But
there.
With who Webb and Fuller are, I don't see that happening. But again,
Sure.
we're bowling on very, very tough stuff.
And we've seen them both missing spares, which once again, especially for Bill, very
Yeah.
uncharacteristic.
And it's actually interesting too because Tommy and Jay are going to finish this match, so they're going to see what JSJ and Q Lee get to because Macklin and Aaron are in at 21. Nope, 29.
Yes, 29.
So 371 is what they're in at, which is better than JSJ and Q Lee.
But man, it literally comes down to their 10.
Great shot by Webb. That's okay. 190.
Yep.
Actually is.
That would put him in the 190 if he makes it.
So I
What a
think
shot
Frank
by
needs
Jay.
more because he's at 161. 9, we're putting at 89. 11, Webb spares. I want to say if either one of them mark it, Webb makes his 10 pin or Frank.
Oh
He's on the
no!
lane.
Frank needs to spare strike for 191. Bill can go out for 190s.
Oh my gosh.
This is a massive shot for both Tommy and Jay.
Big shot for Tommy.
And good night there from Tommy breaking that up. And that's exactly what you want to see. He can also go out for now 199. So if he goes spare strike, Jay can go out for 204. So putting him at +3, which would be currently leading.
Spare for Webb here.
Hall of
He
Famer
makes
in
it-
action.
Yeah, literally. Just to the right of his sign.
Sure.
So Webb can go 194, which would put him at 6 under. Frank gets 9 here. He's at 80. That's 26 under, which is still better than Macklin and Major. Big shot for Jay. Actually, so
And
Jay's
really-
in the 190s, and Tommy with the spare is also in the 190s. Yes. Big shot for Frank.
My goodness.
So Frank's in at 180. So Webb needs 8, right?
Seems
That's
fighting
20.
70.
That'd be 28, right?
180.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Webb needs 8. Webb needs 8, and then Tommy needs to make this.
And big event for Tommy. This might be one of his last meetings. Tomorrow, Tommy's actually, or he's moving
Is it
to
tomorrow?
Seattle.
Tomorrow's
Maybe his last event. So he's actually moving to Seattle.
Yeah.
We're losing him to SpaceX.
I'm
of all
so
people.
I'm so sad, but I'm so happy for him.
Exactly. I want to see him get sent off the right way. So a lot of reasons to root for everybody.
8 for Webb. That's 9. That's
That's
enough.
9. That's
So
enough. Great
he'll
shot.
knock out Macklin and Major.
Man,
Now it
what?
comes down to Fuller and Webb are safely in. Now it comes down to Jay and Tommy.
Max Macklin went 9 out, 7-1.
That's good enough. So they're in.
Wow.
What a
Wow,
crazy
wow.
finish.
It was so tight the entire way.
9
too.
wins, 7
My
ones.
And Jalen makes that ball change, or at very least manipulates the front
Yeah.
part of the lane the right way those first couple frames. And because he went clean. Well, he had
The
6-1 there
6-1,
too.
yeah.
Man, a lot of red on the scoreboard.
But it was
Check
on
this
lane
out.
12 again.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Keep it on the lane.
That's good.
And if I was on 11 and 12 again, I promise you, I'm lining up for the 1-2. Going to happen.
Oh yeah.
You don't have a choice. You're
No.
going back at loss if you're good at it, but even still, you notice the left side couldn't get that done. So.
My backup ball in golf is better than my backup ball in bowling. Just ask Amy and Chris.
Oh yeah.
It was in full effect yesterday.
So there we go. We're gonna have a
Wow.
Jay Johnson versus Jay Johnson and Tommy Coolin versus Frank Fuller and Bill Webb for your finals match. We're gonna go ahead and get things set up here. Ideally, we're gonna get our commercial running too. So stick around with us, and we'll be right back.
Thank you guys for tuning in and watching this NEBA live stream, one of my favorite tournament organizations. If you're looking for some of the best bowling merchandise on the internet, check us out at thehousebowling.com. T-shirts, hats, polos, hoodies, and much, much more on our website. We can also get you equipped for your next tournament with all of the newest releases from all your favorite brands, as well as some huge deals in our closeout section. We've got a special deal for you guys out there using promo code NEBA at checkout for 15% off. That's NEBA for 15% off merch only on thehousebowling.com.
At Storm, we're known for our innovations. Take a look. You'll probably spot a few of your all-time favorites. The ones you trusted. Ones that changed your game. Ones you won with. Each one a step forward. Each a reminder that progress never sleeps. And the best part? We're just getting started. Storm. Still the Bowlers Company.
We would like to recognize the additional sponsors who make these events possible. Tired of guessing how you're really performing on the lanes? Take control of your game with Tournament Sense, the ultimate companion for tournament bowlers. From tracking every frame to managing financials, it's time to stop playing and start dominating. Download Tournament Sense on the App Store or Google Play today. DJBT is a competitive tournament series built for youth bowlers with adult participation on challenging sport patterns. A PBA junior affiliate and youth athletes can earn junior gold qualifying spots. KR Strikeforce. For those who have a choice, go with the most trusted name in bowling. KR Strikeforce. Cambridge Credit Counseling is your destination for debt relief services. Visit cambridgecredit.org to learn how they can help you with credit card debt, student loan repayment options, and mortgage relief services. NEBA's longest running sponsor, Buddy's Pro Shop, offers high-quality professional services at the best prices in the industry delivered to your front door. Visit buddysproshop.com today. Bloomfield Electric, providing service, design, and installation since 1926. Jeff Barden and his staff offer fantastic bowling facilities at Yankee Lanes Keene and Yankee Lanes Manchester. Visit them on Facebook, Twitter, and their tournament Facebook page. Northeastern Bowling Championships. Ace Mitchell Bowlers. Mart is the largest bowling distributor in the world. Dexter, the #1 bowling shoe in the world. Staying ahead with innovative technology is how we build shoes for every style of bowling. Follow on Facebook and Instagram at Dexter Bowling. Better Bowling Concepts, specializing in customer service and providing customers the best ball motion possible. East Coast Sports Investors, your leading source of sports information, many styles of bowling. Keep styling on them. Turbo Grips, driven to bowl. For more information on products and services, you can visit turbogrips.com or visit your local pro shop today. Taking bowling and business and marketing their products and services in a modern way, Major Bowling offers quality services and coaching regardless of skill level. Here to help you look great while you enjoy the most participated sport in America. Discover unique bowling shirts and jerseys at iambowling.com and use code NEBA for 25% off. Better feel, better control, better performance. Jopo grips are changing the game with their easy twist system and unmatched consistency. Make the change today and feel the difference immediately. Jopo grips, trust it, love it, and just twist it. Located inside Norwich Bowling and Entertainment Center, Ideal Bowling Concepts is your one-stop shop for all your bowling needs. Leah Cars, the brand of cars for the bowling community. Bullwinkle's Pro Shop, Attack the Rack. We would also like to thank Tony and Suzanne Renaud. Island Bowling Supply, The House Bowling, Tech Vision, Northeast Megabucks, Grog Monster Sports, and Pinwheel.us.
All right.
This is the well, actually,
Oh, look, we're back.
This is non-cut made.
Yeah, you're right. So
sorry about that, fellas.
And yeah, we're back. We're just we're chatting it up here. These guys are getting ready for our finals.
There's our tournament director, Justin Alves, in the flesh.
Yeah, he doesn't get to do a lot of appearances on the camera, but we have to respect him. My man does such a good job. He stepped in filling. He really kind of filled in and took Danny K's spot, and he's been doing a phenomenal job. He had a lot of tournament experience before this. He ran the I-91 events with Dennis Bissonette, and they're also phenomenal events. They also bowl on sport patterns, so they give more opportunities for people to bowl on challenges.
I'm blanking on who else does it with. I'm blanking on the name.
You would know better than I am.
I see his face. Oh my goodness, I feel so bad. I'm gonna think of it.
Key? Do you want the key? Okay.
Anyway, should we go through our sponsors?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously we did with just the commercial there, but you're more than welcome to talk about anybody you like.
an extra shout out.
Yeah, why not? Please do.
Storm, Rotogrip, and Under Global. Very generous sponsors. Give us 2 balls every day.
They give us 2 balls to give away, and they're just they're one of our biggest sponsors and supporters. The many chats we've had with the folks there, they love what we do out here, and we couldn't thank them more for continuing to sponsor us across the entire season. So big shout out to Storm. Thank you guys.
100%. Cambridge Credit Counseling, Chris and Amy Viali, Chris and Malik were in the round of 8 today, and they'll be back tomorrow.
And if you know anything about the Vialis, once again, one of our biggest donors for sponsorship.
Yes. They actually also sponsored the golf outing yesterday as well. A little bit of money there.
And if you haven't checked out them for anything, check out the Northeast Megabucks. And it's another event that Chris and Amy run. And they do a phenomenal job. And they give more opportunities for people to bowl.
Right. Cambridge sponsors the end of the year invitational.
Yes.
And then they do Northeast Megabucks.
Yep.
And then they're sponsoring the Northeast Megabucks team event.
Sure.
And then the golf outing as well. And again, just I'm sure as well, just always giving plenty of money to NEBA. So thankful for that.
Good to see you as well, buddy.
Great bowling, Q.
Take care of that, baby.
Yes, sir. Buddy's Pro Shop.
Hey, big fan of Buddy's Pro Shop.
Max Macklin as well. It's just bowling.
Yeah, we have.
Big thanks to Chris. Chris Ford
again, another guy who is just he dumps money in the NEBA left and right, and support as well as.
Oh yeah,
he's not an acting president, but I would swear that he's an acting president because there's people always in his ear asking for advice and things like that. And Chris has a lot of insight in the bowling industry at large. So not just the Pro Shop.
Forever.
Yeah, literally forever. And I'm super grateful for him. So is NEBA, and we're vice versa too. We're
big
very
sponsor. Ran the Paul Ford Cup for a couple of years.
Yes, he did.
Very generous. Now Bruce Hall took it over with the Vincent Hall Cup.
Sure.
As I just mentioned, Bruce Hall in Tech Vision live streaming.
Man, exactly. I feel like we're just going down the list of these guys who just
are so generous.
Yeah, they're so generous. They put so much money into it, and I gotta say, especially on the camera, I know they don't get told enough. At least in my opinion. How grateful we are. I know NEBA as a whole is very grateful, but it kind of gets looked over because it's almost like an automatic thing every year. You're like, oh, we have all this extra money available for it's going to be the next year. It's going to be the next year. That's not necessarily the case, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like that just speaks to, once again, the importance of NEBA, and what separates us from other tournament organizations out there is that does not exist elsewhere. It doesn't. I've been there. I looked, tried to find it. It doesn't exist, not even at the professional level. So shout out to all of these guys for everything that they do for NEBA. They deserve more than what we can give back.
Thank you very much. I Am Bowling. Callahan's Bowlarama just had their yearly event.
Dropped $6,000 as they do.
Bands.
That's so crazy.
Super fortunate. And they had a Friday night sweeper. They they gave out 6 spots into the event. Great bowling, Jalen.
Much love, good. Good baby.
Thanks. Gave out 6 spots into the main field event, so that was something new that they'd.
And I want to find a way to keep working that in because that's such a great. We've talked about it.
Involved with NEBA,
sure.
It spreads the word about NEBA.
Absolutely.
Tony and Sue Raynaud, Bloomfield Electric, Yankee Lanes Keene, as you're seeing right now in Manchester. They all have 2 events a year. Jeff Barden, thank you so very much.
And they dump money. It's so much that they put into this organization. I don't know how everybody you mentioned, I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, they put a lot of money and time. Money. They put a lot of money and time into me. It's a big thank you to these guys. If you guys know them in the comments, show them some love in the comments to all these sponsors that we're naming, because we couldn't do it without them. Where you guys?
Absolutely.
You get me off track with just how excited I am about our sponsors.
You are just.
I love you guys. No,
Island
really
Bowling Supply, Ace Mitchell Bowling Supply, they are sponsoring this current event. KR Strike Force, Leah Auto Group, they donate a car at the annual Northeast Megabucks event in the title match. If you shoot 300, you walk away with a car. So huge thank you to Leah Auto Group.
And this year was Leah's first year as an actual sponsor of an event. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Leah. Major Bowling just saw Hail Major. Round of 4, they now have a new location, as mentioned earlier, in Wallingford, Connecticut.
Shout out to them for stepping in and filling the shoes and just continuing. In a couple of years, we're going to be saying the same thing about them. They put so much money into
exactly.
NEBA. And they do in their bowling in general, both their bowling business, their actual bowling, their customers. They do a great job.
Yeah. Huge thanks to Major Bowling, Better Bowling Concepts, and John Kirker Sr. He was bowling today. Great to
that
see
he
you, John,
was.
as always.
He's always super competitive, man.
Super competitive and such a great guy.
His knees are wrecked, and my man is still out here getting it done. And we
14
try.
pounds of fury.
Yeah, he's not a guy that I want to bowl and think I'm going to walk him over because he's very good.
Never could think that.
Yeah, go watch some old videos of John Kirk here, and you'll understand.
Bullwinkle's Pro Shop in Richmond, Apple Valley. Rich is actually moving south.
Oh, no kidding.
He's moving south.
Oh,
Yeah,
man, that's unfortunate. I feel like I haven't seen Rich bowl this year very much at all. So
no,
that
he
makes me
bowled
very
in
sad.
Cranston, and then he bowled at in Newington.
Gotcha.
So saw him there. Brog Monster Sports and Dexter Bowling. Jeff purchased the DJBT. You are seeing the finest of the DJBT bowlers, putting them in this main field and in match play.
Just giving those youth bowlers a step to get into this, to get into college, to get into more. You know?
Exactly.
Big shout out to Jeff.
East Coast Sports Investors, Ideal Bowling Concepts, Jopo Grips.
Hey,
Jeffy,
now.
that kind of looks like your shirt.
Hey, now, if you want a good thumb interchangeable system, you got to use Jopo. I don't care who comes out with what. It's not as good. I'm not telling you just because I am.
Not just because he's wearing the logo.
Not just because I'm wearing a logo and they hype me up, but I promise you, they are the best in the industry. I install them all. I test them all. The new stuff that's already coming out, some of the turbo stuff that's coming out. We got to see how that one works out, but I'm wearing the shirt. Go try a Jopo product.
Jopo Grips. Many styles of bowling in LaRue Marlowe. Northeast Megabucks. Chris and Amy Viali again. Thank you.
Huge.
Turbo Grips. Tournament Sets. We have their event coming up next in August. Or actually, it is August. Today is the first.
Yeah, the 23rd, right?
3 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or 22nd.
Yeah.
22nd, 23rd. Yeah.
Come on,
House
now.
Bowling.
Oh, yeah. The House Bowling, also another new sponsor. If you don't know what the House Bowling is, check it out, thehousebowling.com. Packy Hanrahan and his crew are running that. And if you decide to get something drilled from the House Bowling, I'm the guy who does it. So.
This one right here. And then finally, Painwheel.us that does our phenomenal entries, correct?
Yeah. They take all of our payments for our entries.
Yes.
That was a new system that was set up this year. And I think it's been working phenomenal. It gives people an opportunity to be able to pay online if they wish to. Typically, it was through PayPal, Venmo, things like that. And that just got a little messy. This is a nice, clean way for us to keep track of our entries. We're actually going to be pretty excited it's not announced, it's not official yet, but we are working on a new website. So I believe the idea is for that to be set to launch in 2027. But I know I'm very excited to just see it. From my understanding, the functionality of the website that they made now is similar and on par with what we're doing already. And now they just want to build on that and really kind of test things out, the bugs out. I look forward to that.
Make it better, make it cool. But again, huge thank you to all of our sponsors. They donate over $40,000 to NEBA prize funds and the Vincent Hall Memorial Series. So again, thank you so much to the sponsors who
it's a lot of money.
Put in money to make great events like the one you are watching, the one that is about to conclude tonight. But don't worry, we have more action tomorrow, as probably a majority of these competitors will take the lanes for the
singles event. Even though we had a couple that just said that they weren't going to be here, which is unfortunate. I love seeing my buddies. I love seeing all my friends, my NEBA friends.
Yeah, right. I've made so many friends.
And at this point, it's almost like you know everybody. It's like 60%, if not more, of these people you walk in here, you got to meet up with. And
at
see.
least 70. It's like, hey.
So,
I'm so forever grateful for that.
Yeah, that's another reason to just join into NEBA and get yourself involved in a little bit, especially if you're a bowler. If you're looking to just get in, talk shop with people who bowl, and you want a little bit more camaraderie. And I feel like this is such a great organization.
Well, I was going to say, my partner today, Tim Fry, I was going to say, I wanted both him because he is the head coach of St. Anselm women's team over at St. Anselm. And me and him, it's always a great time just getting to talk with him and pick his brain. Yeah. And so today was a learning experience more than anything else.
Yeah, I can definitely relate to that. Today was the first time that I had I met Adam Ishman before. First time I actually got to bowl with him and just to understand the way he views lanes and how to read them. And he was trying to work with me on how to get the ball to pick up the middle part of the lane a little bit better and shape the lane the right way. And it's so cool because even with I'm 35 years old right now, and I've been bowling I've been bowling for 20 years, and I feel like I've been front to back throughout the industry, and it's still something you have vast amounts more to learn about. So once he was starting to talk to me a little bit, I'm a little hesitant. I got to be honest, to work with people sometimes, so to accept some of this information. So, but no, it was really really cool to bowl with somebody like that, and that happens across NEBA all the time. Anytime you're crossing with some of these people, they're all so phenomenal, and they're really, really good at what they do, and they have such a vast knowledge of bowling from everywhere because we get everybody. And so to be able to learn from these guys all the time, it's just second to none.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
And
very much appreciative.
it's like a professional event that allows you to come and experience what the step down from an actual PBA event is. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, I mean, you touched on it earlier, like the PBA regional, the PBA regional world, I guess you could say,
Sure.
has now
They're in shock.
shrunken a little bit. And
Yeah.
so I think NEBA is going to blossom.
I can promise you we are going to be in talks on how to, I don't want to say take advantage of it, but we want to make sure that you, the bowlers in the Northeast, are taken care of as far as having high quality events to bowl. So as we kick off our championship match here, Frank's going to start us out. And he looks like he's throwing a Primal Rage.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken.
I want to say that's correct. And something interesting about Frank is he throws 16 pounds.
Oh,
and me
not
and Frank,
surprising. His ball hits hard.
Oh, yeah. Well, with how fast and how many revs he gets on it. But me and him were talking, and he has so many old bowling balls in his basement, but he can't give them away to like the junior league or anything because they're 16 pounds.
Sure.
See what Mr. Webb can do here. So, I think you're going to see a lot more forgiveness with the ball getting down the lane on this pair. As again, they did not re-oil after the 1 o'clock squad, but there was only one match bowled on this pair at the start of match play. So, you keep this pair relatively fresher for 2 more rounds, and you're going to see a big difference with the level of shot makers that we have.
Which it's kind of funny because when they were throwing shots in practice, he was like, by the way, lane 14 is fresh asphalt right now. So it was definitely hooked pretty good. But yeah, it can't be that much more than some of these other pairs that we were witnessing.
Oh my goodness, especially 12.
Yeah. That was getting out of hand.
It was Tommy. Looks pretty good.
And as we were talking about earlier, he's almost second to none in anybody who's able to really kind of keep it on a frozen rope, really kind of roll the pocket and keep that control. Because there'll be so many people who are trying to do that same thing, and it's going to drift a little high because they can't control the rotation behind that too. And you'll find the 4-pin, the 4-9, or even worse, going through the face. So
he's able to just get into a roll where it almost backs off in the back, but still goes through the pins very well. Jay's definitely a little more. Everyone. But he gets a 7-10 to go late, and I definitely want to say that he's a good 5 left of him.
And all strikes on the board from our competitors so far. These guys are so used to being on some of these pairs, they're hooking so much when they actually have a little bit of room to play with. I think they're going to light it up for us.
I was going to say, you see all 4 of these names constantly on the match play sheets.
100%.
So they're definitely no stranger to this match play feeling, but I want to say that it's a relatively new feeling for Frank and Tommy as they both are non-champs.
Hard shot there from Bill. And there's that stubborn 4-pin trying to get it to go. And he's one of the best at that, too. He's got a little left hand. But he's definitely giving it a little more shape than what Tommy was, because Tommy's really kind of right at it. Another thing to point out, and I had to check on Frank, but I know for sure that 3 of our competitors are currently in our top 16 in points. I think it goes Tommy, Jay, and then Bill. But Bill's always like in the top 5. Every year I think I've been bowling Bill's in the top 5.
Yes, me and Bill are currently tied.
Okay.
Currently in the state now because he's gonna go.
Sure.
He's gonna go soaring to the clouds.
And I mean, really, that's and that is not ideal. That's
unfortunate. I just fell out of his hand again. The humidity in this building.
I really do feel that way. Yeah. And
it just slipped off his hand.
It's a little bit of both, because as the humidity level goes up, initially when we were bowling today, I didn't feel that the approaches were very tacky at all. The wood approaches were handling humidity well. Yeah. And then as we went throughout the day, I don't know if it's just the natural humidity that the people were creating as they were in here, but we really started feeling those approaches starting to tighten up just a little bit in some of those spots.
Definitely afternoon, I had one sense where I was shooting a wash and I stuck it over.
Yeah, so it's no surprise there that the conditions in the air are definitely affecting some folks, but I foresee them bouncing back.
Back-to-back opens for Webb and Fuller, very uncharacteristic. So for Jay and Tommy to both punch, or not punch, but punching would be nice. For them to both strike here would put definitely some early pressure on Webb and Fuller. That looks pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. What a great shot by Jay.
I feel like every time Jay throws the ball, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, right.
Well,
you say it to Jay. I don't know.
Well, we're gonna say it was close enough. Jay knows he's not very good, so that's why he's in the title match. So, and NEBA president and he's even Hall of Fame eligible at this point. Yeah. So, I mean, my man is no stranger to competing, even if he believes his game is not available to make good shots, I guess.
It almost becomes a joke at this point when he says, "Oh, that shot wasn't good." Jay, you want to hit 20. You want to knock 20 pins down. It's something that so very few people are able to do today. Is be able to play that such a thin line and get their ball to go right on after it hooks and just sit there instead of flying left. That's what I saw.
And not 5-pin. And not 5-pin. And they're like, oh, man, what beautiful touch there. I just want to go back to again what makes good bowlers versus somebody who throws it is somebody like Jay, who if you actually watch his hand position and things like that on video, it's not great, but he is a shot maker if I've ever seen one, and he stays in it and he reads ball motion, and that's such a big part of the game today. So
100%,
especially in like a power player dominant sport that we're in, it seems like these days for guys like him to be able to still be extremely competitive. Not that Jay doesn't have a lot of power, but I mean, he's definitely still on the bottom end of the spectrum in comparison to some of these newer, younger guys.
If you compare Jay to a guy like Frank,
yeah, absolutely.
I would say
sure,
who is a one-hander, straps on it, a lot of power.
Yeah, very, very clean. It was natural talent. Yeah, imagine that. Touch does still work. Go figure. Especially on something like this, where man, if you grab it just a little bit, it gets to hook that extra soon. And it's two different things. So you can grab it and it gets to hook up earlier and dies down lane.
Yeah.
Or you can end up grabbing it and it just jumps off the spot depending on where and how much friction's in the front part of the lane there. So you're dead on there. A touch still works, especially in something like this when the scoring pace is a little lower and the shot making is a little bit more key. What you're doing there. So unlike some of the more recreational patterns have a little more forgiveness and you can kind of just get up, yam it, and throw it. As long as it's that way, you're doing the right thing. Shout out to NEBA for giving us some tougher conditions to continue through on that one. So big fan of the tough conditions.
See if Tommy can get 3 here. Keep the pressure on. That looks
That's a little further right. Wow.
That one definitely looked a little right. And again, with Tommy rolling it as much as he is, he probably would rather miss left and have it shift than miss right. But again, look at this miss. That's a 2-4-5. Very manageable spare.
Especially with how forward he is actually able to get the ball when it does get up the lane. If it is a little higher, he's able to get away with it being a little higher in comparison to some of the other ones because of how forward it is and how it's going through the pins.
It's going to get more of those high flush hits rather than those 7 pins or the 4 pins. Little left. It's going to sit there.
Typical 4-pin of the day.
Speak of the devil, right?
Yeah, no kidding.
So lots of those. You can just see the comparison, especially for Jay and Tommy, to the typical bowler who watches this. Oh, 11 and they look at 11 and 12. Oh, they should play the same. They look the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, these guys are a whole zone and a half right of that was, and both still not looking as much. That's crazy. Routine Phil, I hate shooting that spare, especially I do it anyway. I shoot it as straight as anybody could do, but it's like 70% of the time I'm risking chopping those two right back there. I'm like not dead splitting them. I'm like dead on the 2-pin, and it's just little spot.
I got so good at shooting that spare along with the 8-pin behind it as well at junior gold last year. I probably left 15 of each.
Oh yeah.
And I think I missed maybe 1, but I just got so good at hitting. Like it was good because I could miss right and hit the right side of the 2-pin, and I'd still have the ball go through the pins. But I missed left as well, the left side of the 2-pin, and they would somehow still fall. I'm like, I'm not gonna change my lines because if I'm making it, I ain't changing it.
Yeah, no kidding.
But it's just that repetition of seeing it so often, you just become really good at tricking the ball to make it do what it wants to do.
What a great shot there from Bill. Bounce back and get them back in this match a little bit.
Just sat up there and just.
Yeah, it looks like he went back into a widow. I know he was throwing a black ball. I can't remember.
Looks like a hustle camo.
Oh, it was a hustle camo. Okay, sure.
Again, a lower. Oh my gosh. Wow, that thing hooked a little early.
Oh, for Frank's actually.
Yeah, so shot completely threw me off track.
Yeah.
He went crossover 6-pin. His last shot bucketed.
Naturally. Why
interesting? And again, that just shows.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you're not already, please like and share. We want to get our final in front of as many eyes as we can. These are as phenomenal bowlers as we can put out, and let me tell you, they're second to none, especially in the New England area. So,
especially what you're seeing right now.
Oh my goodness. it's really hard to just emphasize how difficult the pattern going on is right now and what it requires in order to quality shots to make.
Oh, absolutely.
Speaking of quality shots,
come from quality shot makers
what a shot.
like El Presidente.
Yeah,
Jacobs.
getting the 4-pin to fall there too. Just to talk about this a little bit, I believe this is Frank's first title if he wins today. Obviously, you know that if Bill wins, it's going to be his 23rd. Tommy would be walking away with his first title if he wins, and Jay would be packing up, I believe, a 7th title.
I want to say
eighth title. Oh my goodness. He's been racking them up flat lately.
Yeah,
Jay
past couple
Johnson, also former player of the year.
Yeah. I think 24.
I believe that.
22.
Oh, 2 years ago. So
24.
24.
Yes. I was right.
You're right.
Trust my gut, Sean. This weird voice in my head is telling me I'm wrong.
That one's going to be some trouble, leaving that 6, 7, 10 there. Man, it's such a tight line to play. But once again, going back to if there's anybody capable of doing it right now, it's him.
Yeah.
So that just goes to show you again how difficult the pattern is, how fast the lanes are going to start transitioning, even though it was a little further up the lane than some of those other ones. But man, tough today. But don't let their 200 over leading distract you from that. So
what is it? Our high
208, I believe.
Where's our high qualifier?
I believe Jay and Tommy were our high qualifiers today, plus 208. And a good field frame or field 2 there. Anyway, I mean, at this point, you just got to get the count and move on. So,
nope, that was round 1. We had it somewhere. High qualifier.
Did what I'm trying to think of is who the high qualifier was on the 1 p.m. squad. I believe it was Hearn. Yeah, Hearn and
Rock.
Mike Rock.
Yeah. And
And it wasn't very big. Really. I think it was 80 something over, 89 over, something in that
It
ballpark.
was big, and then they hit 1 and 2. Because I was
Gotcha.
talking to Mike, and I think Mike was around 70 under, and Tyler was 150.
Yeah, Tyler had put up a 260 number down here in game 3.
I want to say he went 240, 260, and then he went like,
Outrageous.
I don't know, 240 over there.
That 260 was on a ball change too. So
How about it?
Yeah, no kidding. And he was throwing a zero mercy pro. I was super confused as to how he was able to get that ball to float through the lane, do the right thing. He likes to rotate it a little bit, but he's got a weird rotation where it's a high track and it's unique. It's unique. So if you actually check his PAP and some of his layouts, because the two-handers they have such unique looking layouts because of it. Even with him being a little higher track guy, I don't know. He finds a way to get the food to roll and make it happen.
Yeah.
Good fill by Frank Fuller there, coming off a double and then a 9 spare.
What we got to do is just spill frames at this point because they're going to get hard. The end of this game, they're going to get hard. And so if you be able to stay clean right now and then attack whatever you see or you are dealt with at the end of the match.
Speaking of which, we got Billy's work. He's actually by the fan right now. I know you guys can't catch that, but he's trying to air that thumb out a little bit. Man, it's such humidity in here.
Quite moist in here.
Yeah. But that's just like Hall of Famer veteran moves there. Taking his time, making sure the shot, get the fill.
And again, you
can
just hear it. That's not how wet it usually shoots.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to another NEBA champion, multi-champion in Frankie Calca. He actually underwent some major surgery and he's in recovery. So shout out to Frankie. We also want to shout out to the Jacob Butcher's family. If you guys didn't catch that, he did pass away, unfortunately, at a very young age. So our condolences with him, his family, his friends. Definitely took the bowling world by surprise. Even made some major news headlines. So shout out to him. It's crazy how things can change so fast. So great shot there from Tommy. Putting right back on the strike train after that open frame.
And I think the difference between that shot, I want to say it was his trajectory angle between the one in the 5th that he just struck on and then the 2-4-5 in the 3rd. It just looked like his angle was a bit shallower, whereas the one in the 3rd just got a bit too open because they looked relatively similar in the fronts.
Yes.
It's just the angle of which they got through the fronts was a bit steeper in the 3rd compared to the 5th right there. Can't see, but I'm going to get
what a drop by Jay. It absolutely did. Connecting for a double there. Jay's went double 9 spare double so far. If you guys can see that on your screen. And then Coolin obviously went double 7 spare. Had that little open hiccup in the 4th and followed it up with a strike. and Four and Webb just really trying to fill some frames. Frankly, seem to be the striker of the two, but really, I mean, it's anybody's game. It's so early to say, you know, who's got the upper hand right now, just because of how fast these lanes can transition. So
That's pretty good.
what a shot maker that guy is.
It looked like he just softened up a little bit, got a little bit more in the air, got a little bit around it. That
Sure.
screwed down the lane, but still made that turn in the back.
Yeah, when it comes to people with absolute touch, Bill has it. And the reason I say that is because Bill's not one to open his angle. Bill's very much the guy on just about any pattern who's able to keep those angles nice and tight and just really change his touch at the bottom and really just be a shot maker out of it in order to be competitive. It's unreal because the variance of patterns that we bowl on for him to, you know, obviously do what he does, it's very, very cool to watch.
Yeah. It's great to see as well where, you know, Frank trips out the 4 and the 9, or trips out the 4-9. Liz left the 9 pin.
Yeah.
And Jay's like, all right, get one. You know, these
Yeah.
guys bowl doubles together and lead together. It's great to see the camaraderie in this title match.
Sure, absolutely. And if we didn't already tell you, it looks like Bill is planning on. Looks like he's planning on making a ball change on the right lane potentially. He actually did just switch his thumb over from that widow
To that camo.
to the hustle camo. Yeah, interesting.
Maybe he's going to do a little Tommy Cullen action. 2 balls on a same pair.
2 wildly different balls too. Hustle
Yeah,
camo,
right.
solid. A lot of lane shine on that particular ball. That one's been down too, so it's very, very weak, very tame overall. Where the widow is a big, big, strong ball. It's got a strong cover, strong core, stands up really, really early.
That's
So.
good.
What a shot by Jay. And I don't want to say he's locked in, but man, it sure seems that way.
I
He's
don't
in his
I don't
element.
see much stopping Jay right now, besides maybe a 5-10.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, it looks like the Hall of Famer Frank Fuller are definitely going to have their work cut out for him for the back half of this match. And, Jay did say if we talk well about him today, especially on the finals, that he was going to pay us more as the NEBA president. So
I'm going broke.
yeah, that's what he says. So.
This is not a terribly big shot, but still a meaningful shot. If you can double here,
what a double!
That just puts more pressure on Webb and Ford to get it going again. Because they it wasn't that they were stagnant in the beginning; they were just kind of pacing in the beginning. But now, with an open apiece, and if Tommy doesn't have an open, but Jay stay clean, it's kind of you know, the time to double.
Yeah,
and you just mentioned that it's still pretty early, but when you are matched with a pretty bad double. You know,
and what does that do to your opponents at this point who know that the conditions are as tough as they are? Now, Hall of Famer Bill Webb's not surprised by this, and Frank just does it too. Man. And if you didn't see it right there, it was so easy to have crushed 7 pins all day today. It was like a 50-50 shot for that one to fall. So good thing that one ended up kicking out there. I've had so many today that if they didn't crush 7, they like crush 7 and something fall out of the air and just tomahawked it from nowhere. Yeah, exactly. You're like, what is going on? I also find it interesting the amount of 4 pins that we're seeing today. Typically, that's when we're creating more entry angle that we see a little bit more of those 4 pins. So very interesting to see that on pin pattern. We're really trying to keep it tight.
One checks early.
I actually think he just got that one a little early too. And that's just that's a no-go this deep into, especially now the lanes are transitioning a little bit.
Like you see the same
with that weaker ball.
You see the same thing in like a college aspect, which is kind of what I heard a lot of people comparing. You know, the younger, you know, bowlers, you know, myself and other collegiate bowlers is it felt right at home. It almost felt like a college event where you had to trap it, but also play pretty far left.
Sure.
And if you got it right early, it was going to go.
And it's not surprising that these things are starting to feel that way, because the real reason college bowling hooks so much is, one, everybody's hitting stuff with surface, but 2 is because the number of players and number of games, raw games that get put onto those lanes, they get broken down so fast, and especially by man, that's a tough chop 6-10. Nobody wants that.
No,
that just gave me college flashbacks. So that was tough, super tough.
Is not what Webb needed right there. But again, still a lot of bowling. Anything can happen. This pattern is gonna not reward anyone easing up.
There's very few breaks today. The only real breaks you need to miss by a country mile in order to actually catch like a real break, it seems.
Yeah. Some open bowlers coming in.
What a shot by Tommy. These guys are born to win a title.
Yeah, you can just see Tommy's usually a pretty light-spirited guy, but he is completely locked in.
They see that they have the look, they're making the shots, and really it's just can you keep riding it until the end. Just stay in it, stay locked in, and keep going. But especially you don't want to give any ground to guys like Frank or Bill Webb because they're phenomenal bowlers in their own right. He open-handed it. Oh my, what a shot! And the crowd's starting to get pretty amped up here as we're starting to see some strikes fly heading to the back half of this match.
I mean, right now Tommy has 250 on the out, Jay has 270, and max score for Frank is 230. And sure, I can get to 2-0. So max score 440. Webb and Fuller. The time is now.
Yes, has to.
The time is now.
We're drifting a little high. Once again, just going back to that one, got a little further right earlier, set up, and he's got a pretty aggressive ball in his hands right now. You know, it's a little cleaner. That's so tough.
I feel like
so tough to manage.
We saw a lot today where people tried to stay ahead of the move, but still were behind it because it was such a big move, bigger than what you typically see at NEBA.
Sure.
Typically, when I bowl these events, I'm moving 2-1 maybe. I was moving 5 boards at one point.
Yeah, there were several times where I don't know, eight left maybe, and then that sounds like a joke, but that was exactly the way you were playing things. Or you think you get ahead of the move because you'd flush one, and then the very next shot, if you didn't move ahead of it again, no chance. Absolutely,
exactly.
I
one and two, game 3, I had him playing 10 different.
Sure,
10 different. You would have never guessed to start the match or start the game out like that.
Yeah, we were dead shocked because we moved to our last pair today, and it actually was less overall than any pair we'd hit, even on our fresh.
Yeah,
I was like, where did this come from?
That's crazy.
My partner, he 280 the first shot. He's like, this lane doesn't hook, and then I was like, so I got up, I made the move, flush one, and then he's like, what did you do? I was like, I think I cheated back 3 back right, and he was like, oh okay, he did it 280 again. I was like, oh my god, it's so weird to actually see your ball back up today. So.
Yeah, right.
I got to tell you, if they both flush one here and just stay clean, that's it. Game over.
That is pretty much what we need to do right here. It's not even the flush one. I think it's just stay clean.
Exactly.
That's going to force Webb and Fuller to punch.
I just want to see flush ones. I want to see the strikes. I want to see somebody throw some pins around. Go up the lane. And the video announcers making the other things come to. I'm just gonna stay quiet, I guess. But you know what? At this point, just once again, get your 2, move on.
Oh, yeah.
You're still in a reasonable position, especially.
There's no reason to try to be here right now.
That's the reason it's a doubles tournament today.
Yep. Get the count. Move on. Let Jay absolutely lace one right here. And
he's in his element too. So
there's no stopping Jay. JJ.
Going up, pin down full roller, virtual energy blackout.
As I say that.
Well, I mean, okay to walk away with a makeable there. So a little fill frame here.
I feel so bad.
Block back in, and we're good to go. We just like to keep things interesting here.
Right, exactly.
We got something riding on Calshi, so shout out Calshi.
Absolutely not my.
Yeah. yeah. Where's the hashtag Calshi sponsor? Honestly. We gotta start doing the over under on who's gonna win the next NEBA.
Oh my gosh! Rough, like the
MGM DraftKings. Come on,
the Fox bet going. Like the PBA tour when they were doing that, like before every show.
Yeah.
The Fox bet going with like the odds. That was so sick.
All right, so Tommy's got 218 on the out now. Full frame for here for Jay's in the 250.
Still a big spin.
Absolutely. 3-6-10 is not automatic, and he absolutely doesn't.
But it might be for Jay.
I mean, it depends because there were several times today. You see him slip out of it, and he's just like, damn, it's still doing it.
I was going to say the way Jay shoots his spares. I'm fortunate to, like I said, bowl league with him. You see him attack left side and right side spares differently. Right side spares, he knuckles it.
Yeah.
Left side spares, you see him yak on it.
Sure.
And so I was talking. He said it was a comfort thing. Whatever he feels most comfortable doing on that day, and it changes day to day.
I get it.
So I was telling him I love when he knuckles it. I feel like.
Got there by Bill, letting his opponents know that they're not asleep. They're not asleep at the wheel still.
Just gonna hand it to him.
He's got 196 on the out. While Frank looks like he can go out for 214.
Better?
Oh, vicious 8-pin. Oh my goodness, rearing its ugly head. I can't. Eight pin is like, no, you know what I mean? Like you don't.
Eight pins. It's like the lip out in golf.
It's not real. There's some. Don't get me wrong. There's definitely some shots where I see 8 pin. And I'm like, all right, that's fair. I watch my ball back through the 9 pin. So and then the 8 just happened to go. But like when you put it on a slow motion, sometimes it is like it couldn't be closer to hitting the 8 pin. And it just doesn't do it.
Yeah. Just got to feel for Frank too. Frank's been so close so many times.
Sure.
You know, just especially to be able to do it with a guy like Webb.
Yeah. And their weekend's not over by any means. I mean, these guys are going to come back in singles tomorrow. I mean, if they made it this far on this particular pattern, they were bowling well. Tomorrow's not going to be that much different. They're still going to be in play.
Definitely predict to see these guys bowling tomorrow at approximately 3:45. So a strike here for Jay might just do it. Might see him run this one out a little bit.
What a shot by Jay Johnson. NEBA president, Jay Johnson. Jay actually stepped into this role at the beginning of the year. He was kind of thrown into it a little bit, and he's been doing, in my opinion, a phenomenal job the entire time. He's a man of the people. He competes at every single NEBA, and he's always talking with folks and make sure they're having a good experience while they're here. So he does the right thing. So
oh my goodness, I don't think I've ever seen him do a wrong thing.
Yeah. Now he definitely knocked me out of a match play one time. I don't think that was
my first ever cut made. I bowled Jay Johnson.
Oh,
I shot 140.
Well,
he beat me by 100. He took it easy. Yeah, exactly.
Great shot there by Tommy.
That might just do it.
The energy in the room is definitely leaning towards the Coomlin and Jay Johnson camp, and I do believe. Let's see if that puts if Webb can go out for 196. Looks like Fuller can go out for 180. Thanks. Shout out to the ad for jumping in front of me. So yeah, it looks like Fuller can go out for 2-0, so he can go out for 203. And they're already, and Tommy and Johnson already paced that. They're past it. So yeah, we're looking at our winners stepping up here. And a great shot by Bill, of course.
Yeah.
Well, you can't do more than that on this pattern today. You have to put it there and pray. But yeah, huge shout out to Jay and especially to Coolman. I talked with Tommy at the beginning of match play, and actually a little before. It was right after I figured out that he's moving to Seattle. I was like, what a way to close out your NEBA experience. Finally cap this one off. And he's like, there's nothing to it, but to do it now. He's like, I've got it today. So I was like, you absolutely do.
He 100% had it today.
Yeah. Him and Jay made phenomenal shots. They managed 11 and 12 so well in comparison to
oh my goodness,
in my head, I don't know what to do on that pair myself still. So we have to watch it, and it's a little easier to do it from back here.
Oh my goodness!
Great shot by Frank, and as we get that 5-7.
Can we put that 10 up on 14?
I got to be honest, I'm surprised I didn't see more of that today. But that just goes back to probably the early hooking center, allowing it to shape and get the 5 out a lot of the time too. So. If anything, you probably seen the 5-10 a little bit more often. But yeah, we had a lot of great competition today. I can't wait for these guys to get up and finish it off, for Tommy to really cap it off, man. Well deserved.
Long time coming.
Long
time coming.
Yeah, long time coming. That's hilarious. And Bill does get the 5 out. If you want to know how that's done, you can check out the Hall of Fame 5-7 going late.
Shoot it.
Oh, he made it. We're not done yet. Oh no, the score says otherwise. But yeah, phenomenal
great
day by Frank Fuller and Bill Webb. I mean, they're second to none other than Jay Johnson and Tommy Coolman today, and they're just going to go on a victory lap now. And I feel like the entire NEBA community that's in here right now, we all feel for this exact experience, what's going on right now, what Jay and especially Tommy is feeling right now. We all know what it's like to get that first title.
It's very rare too to have it in this kind of feeling because you have 3 frames now or 3 shots.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas so many times, it's that ball in hand, need this to win.
And Jay's always knocking on the door, so it's no surprise that he's in the title match and making it happen. But quality shot there. Is this Jay's second title of the year too? I think he won a little bit. He won in Northampton, absolutely. So
with the thumb incident,
and he called himself winning. By the way, that day,
yeah,
it was phenomenal.
Oh, that's right, yeah,
absolutely. So, and Tommy has been knocking on this door so many times, so I can relate to feeling like it's deserved. And man, what a day it's going to be for him. He's not done yet, so he gets to come back tomorrow and compete too. So he could go back and make a Sean Buck and run back to backs. No kidding.
That would be pretty cool.
Absolutely. Oh man, what a moment! That's so awesome.
That's awesome. Man.
I mean, it's always awesome to see, especially a new person win their their first title, but it just
and a really nice person.
Yeah, absolutely. So him, and I know Jay has been pulling for it because Jay and Tommy have been pulling doubles for years, and so he's always the horse in that relationship. And I know Jay is also feeling for Tommy as well to finally be able to help carry the team forward and be able to get it done. So. And him and Tommy have bowled great all day together. I mean, obviously they led. If anything, that just speaks to they're the deserving winners of the day, and they did it. That's awesome. That's so awesome. And actually circled that one a little bit too. I don't know if you see that. Right? I got around that one. Too.
I was like, that's crazy because you saw him get up the first one and he got around that one. I was like, he has
so awesome.
The look, we'll say.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with, especially tomorrow.
And in Seattle.
And Seattle, absolutely.
Shout out West Coast.
Shout out SpaceX.
Sponsor us.
Yeah, SpaceX has a NEBA champion on the way. They've never had that one before, I guarantee it. So, very, very cool. And it looks like it's going to be 234. It looks like Tommy's going to cap out. I'm going to call it 218. Just really not. I'm not going to say blowing their competition out of the water. They definitely did.
Yeah.
They if this match was held on 11-12, might have been a little different story because how crazy they were getting.
Oh yeah.
But you push them right back into the element of what they've been doing all day, and they both executed so well.
Yep.
And it looks like 217 just off 1 minute. So shout out to Tommy and Jay Johnson, a long time coming. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys haven't been following along long enough, Tommy is a non-champion, and now he just broke the threshold to become a champion first time. So shout out to Tommy. Jay Johnson pushing his 8th title. We are gonna have an interview with them here in just a little bit. So be sure to keep an eye out for that on our Facebook page in just a little bit. But thank you guys for tuning in. We want to thank again Yankee Lanes, especially Jeff Barden, as well as Coll and Ace Mitchell, Bowlers Mark for continuing their sponsorship, Storm, Grip, 900 Global for their continued sponsorship throughout the year. We also want to thank you guys and our NEBA members. We couldn't do what we do here without people like you and your support. It's crazy important, and we thank you guys for keep doing that. So you guys have a great night, and be sure to look out for that live or that interview. Take care. Oh, I selected end stream.
Second what he says.
That's so funny. Yeah. Second one I say I hit end stream 16 times, but tune in tomorrow.